bop in there? What's going on, Brian?
Your intro.
Oh, you're listening to it. I was about to say. I mean, you made it.
No.
But speaking of which, I mean, we can start off with some plugs. Brian put out some new shit before the show. I saw it because I happened to be on Twitter.
Yeah, I meant to post it at like 11 a.m. It's like prime time for social media posts, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, that's clear because I looked at the time when you said 11. I'm like, this man is either living in New Orleans, or Netherlands or something, New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, I reached the quota of releasing something a month.
Okay.
I finished mixing it on Sunday, and then I used my friend's art. The guy that's usually in our chat, Alan, is who made that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
He recently started learning how to do pixel art, and that's his second attempt, and it already looks really good.
Yeah, I was gonna mention both. The soundtrack you put on there matches that pixel art and his vibes. I also like that he put the palette at the top right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just normal to do, but it was lit.
I told him all he needs to do is make like a signature or a watermark, then put it on his stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, I would say the same thing. You know, I see in the chat as well. So I did. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so that's out. But check it out. It's like a minute long. Not even. I think it's like 45, 50 seconds.
Well, they cut it down. If it's something that's 60 seconds or longer, they turn it into like a reel or something. It'd be like, oh, watch the rest.
Well, that's on Instagram. I'm talking about on Twitter. The whole thing's on there.
It's only a minute, then it cut off, I think.
Oh.
Oh, well, I didn't trim it. Oh well, you live and you learn.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, it's only. Hold on.
It's all good. Randall, how you doing?
What happened?
This man is playing Tekken right now.
No, I'm not going to take it.
I said, what's up? What's going on?
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah, I told you we're starting the show when I hit the button. The thing is good to go. The intro played. Like, where you at? What are you doing?
How am I doing? I've been battling some stuff, but other than that, I'm all right.
You're surviving the wars or the battles?
So far.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Pretty fast as shit weekend for me, because mostly just zooming, but Renato says what's up. Randall, I don't know if you have the chat up, so I don't know if you can see the chat, but Renato said what's up.
What chat?
Okay, so he doesn't have the chat up. So I mean, go to the we're streaming, right? Yeah, man. You can just pop out the chat.
View, but I was muted.
Yeah, that's not gonna help if you're muted in any way, shape, or form. Brian said, like, go to view in reference to Bruce Screen from Funhouse during his time there.
Yeah.
You just try to, like, shush me there? By saying yeah?
Nah.
Yeah, we can go at it.
I didn't. Nah.
Okay.
Not at all.
I know you got the butters on.
I know. I saw the look in his eye. I think he did.
Yeah. Oh shit. Anyway, so
wait, you not putting your screen on, Brian?
I mean, I can if you guys want. I just did this.
You just got like a green screen behind you. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gonna do that. So next time I can set it up so I can put whatever the hell I want for him on his screen.
Oh. Yeah, that's funnier. So that's the bit now.
I'm gonna see if I can. I mean, I have to set it up. I don't know how well the thing is, but now that he's green screen, I can have OBS just put whatever the fuck I want behind him.
Do you want me to send you my chroma key settings?
Well, it's gonna be different because it's not lit the same way. You haven't tried it with the new lighting setup, right?
It still works. Look.
Oh, it does. You're right.
You know the vibe.
Okay.
You know the vibe.
Shit. Oh damn! But nope.
I'm off.
No, you're good. The Jimmy Fallon one does not work because look.
On you. Every time I hit Control 4, it switches the tab on Discord. Let me see. Yeah, I'm cut off. I didn't fix this one, obviously.
Well, it's not you cut off. It's the mic stuff. It looks weird. You standing there looks fine.
My whole arm.
Yeah, but because you do it quick, so it's like, hey, what's up? And then you swap real quick, so that's not noticeable. But a big old fucking screen thing here
isn't. That's it. I gotta fix it, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you don't.
Fixing it live.
All right.
Fixing it live.
Anywho, I usually have my binges. I cycle between binges, either games, movies, TVs, whatever. This weekend was mostly TV. What was it? Adventure Time, which I'll get to in a bit. Then
How's that?
That's better, way better. I mean, you're over the cup now, but I
That
taught you how to
cup has
fix
to be
that.
cut. Yeah,
I know how.
that's more of a.
That's not a cut. You just have to get that same pick that cut that out and place it on top of
That's
your
what I mean.
camera layer. Well, it's not
That's what I
cut. You
mean.
just adding.
No, Anthony. I had to cut it from the layer it's on
Yes,
and put it above. You
correct.
follow me?
Yeah, for you.
We're back. You want me to go green screen again, or you want to have this?
Whatever you're comfortable with. I don't have the thing set up right now. Big news, Nothing But Souls did 80K in sales last year. Hey.
Diablo, good shit.
Do you guys remember the Instagram for the account?
I'm looking it up right now, guys.
So we can actually do a proper plug here.
That's not what I wanted. I didn't.
I'm assuming it's mainly on Instagram, right? You don't have a
Instagram.com, right?
Yeah, that's the website, right? Is it
Okay.
Nothing But Souls? Or at
Hold
Nothing
on,
But Souls?
I'm going. I'm gonna do it before he says it.
Are you? Let's see. Because there's a little bit of latency, so let's see if he types it in before. Well, he's also like, I don't know if he's listening right now. He could be like taking a poop, right?
On it, it's nothing underscore but underscore souls.
On Instagram, go check
Wait,
them out. Ooh,
the link you follow may be broken or removed. Diablo, I think I just lied.
lied. That's too late, Brian.
No, it's on his page. It's on his page. I mean, I'm just using what he has on his page.
He said website is not up.
Okay, it's just nothing but souls altogether.
So yeah, Nothing But Souls.
But with a
SOLEZ.
Z.
Yeah, he's in the cool era when we had Z's in our gamer tags too.
He's in the snipes only in Halo guy.
Yeah, snipers, and then the X underscore.
Yeah.
Or
XX.
X. No, it's X, lowercase X, capital X, a space, whatever your name was, capital X, lowercase X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in that guild, in that clan, right? That's wild.
You can do a celebratory thing for how well you did. He's gonna buy a whole boat.
Yeah, get a yacht, right? Get a yacht with satellite internet, and then you can just be everywhere.
But buy. I mean, you already have the shoes. Pick your favorite pair. Get everyone to sign it. Put it in space.
There you go. They put a fucking car up there. You might as well put a shoe, right?
That was a Beast and Snipers only. Yeah, with the Z on your name, of course you are, man.
Every time I think Halo and Announced, I still remember that fucking rocket launcher ending.
Oh, when you thought you won.
When I thought yeah. God, that was so embarrassing, right? Holy shit. That's when I had to realize that I'm not going to be good at video games, right? So I just play for fun now. Which is, the fun is spectator mode while I die, you know? Oh, speaking of dying a lot. So I played Hell Let Loose this weekend, too. That is not a Call of Duty game. In any way, shape, or form.
Hell Let Loose? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a World War II game, published by Team 17. It's one of those, like, not a lot of HUDs on screen. Like 1 or 2 shots, you're dead. Scary shit, moving like garrisons and setting up outposts. It's like real, like you're in it, right?
Yeah.
Gritty, World War II, yeah.
It's on sale right now. You recommend it?
I recommend it for those who have the patience to be in the war, right? It's not Call of Duty or Battlefield. We just jump in, fucking parachute off of shit, run helicopters into things. Like, it's not that. It's not an action movie.
On the 3rd.
Yeah, it's not an action movie game like Call of Duty and Battlefield. It's like, yo, I'm in here. There's people on the comms calling out squad names like, hey, Fox, head over to this location. Things they're taking it seriously. And I'm like, I'm not gonna voice channel right now because I'm not doing that. But I was listening to orders, like they were telling me, hey man, push up on this thing. I'm like, you got it, and then I die. And when you die, your guy just falls on the ground and you see the sky. You don't move. You can't move the camera to see who killed you. You just fall over, look at the sky, and hope someone comes and gets you.
You respawn though, right?
Yeah. Also, it's like a 10-second in between spawns. So it's like, it's not an arcade type of stuff, but I definitely enjoyed it. It's a multiplayer game, so there's not much other to talk about on that. But like I was saying, TV binging this weekend. Finished up Adventure Time. finally. And then right after that, I'm like, I gotta start watching they added 4 specials afterwards, and they made it like HBO Max exclusive. It's called Distant Lands, like Adventure Time Distant Lands. Uh, talk about that as well. I binged the shit out of the morning show, the Apple TV show, which I'll talk about that next week in more detail. Right. I don't know if Randall, you're gonna want to talk about season 2 or not, because I think you came in the middle of that. Did you watch from what episode did you come in?
Episode 5 of season 1.
Oh, you were okay. So yeah,
For what?
For a morning show. I binged the remainder of the morning show over the weekend. So, and like the Adventure Time stuff, and I didn't finish it, but I started Narcos. So I'm like 4 episodes in.
You feeling
it? I'm feeling the malparidos that they're already dropping on me. Like I thought you guys were joking. Within like 4 episodes, it's now a meme because you guys said it so much that even in serious like scenes where they'll say it like in a serious tone, I'm grinning. I'm like, this fucking guy. Yeah, but I'll talk about Narcos first season after
this.
Not after this. When I finish it, right? The first season anyway. I'm behind on that. And with same thing with the morning show. We finished it, but already had a bunch of stuff on my list today. What else? I'm missing something else. I played Helldivers. I researched. You know what else? I started playing Dead Cells. But they added DLC and stuff, so I'm like, let me see if I can get to the DLC.
Do you get the premium DLC?
Yeah, the premium DLC. That's where I'm at.
Oh, you got it?
Some of it, because it was on sale during the... I don't know if it was during the Lunar sale or the Christmas one. Because they gave us like 2 weeks in between sales, so...
I don't know. I've tried to limit myself, or if it's not something like I'm dying to play, 50% off is my cutoff. If it's not there, then I won't.
That's your entry. It's not like your cutoff. That's okay.
Honestly, like I said, unless it's something I'm like, be stupid not to. I think I got my signal back. You on the road?
He's on the boat. I just told you. Like he's on the yacht.
He's in space.
Oh, he's in space. Okay. I was gonna say he's on the yacht that he bought with those sails, right?
Yacht that he bought. I hear you.
I got bars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got bars. I'm gonna stick with I just got bar and that's it. I'm trying to see if I can get my music to air on 103.5 Dawn FM. So we'll see how that goes. Anywho, what'd you do, Brian, this week? Or weekend, I guess, because I'm pretty sure you were working throughout the week.
Yeah. Hold on, the doc disappeared. What did I do this weekend? Friday I played Guilty Gear, played some biking. She's cool. Probably not my cup of tea. Doesn't really fit. I like the idea of her in Rev, where she had a bunch of defensive like sub mechanics, and it was like a handful to learn. And this one, they kind of dumbed her down a little too much. I still try to play her. I mean, technically I paid for her, so.
True. So you might as well get some gaming time in.
If I end up playing more, I'm like, just not for me. Cease. Then I'll just go back to like Milia or play Kai. What else I did? I played more Valorant. We did ranked with me and a few friends.
Oof.
Placed an iron again. You know what it is.
Like a fit, because that's a running joke. So I don't know if you're fucking with me or you actually place an iron.
Iron.
Okay.
Again. Yeah. The only thing that pisses me off about that game is every other shooter, I guess, spoiled me. I don't remember. I don't think CS:GO does the thing I want to be correct. When you shoot, and the only thing that changes, like your gun you don't feel the recoil. It's just, hey, this opened up, so this is the pattern. Even for like guns you aim down sight, you shoot, but it's not like in Siege, if you spray something, your gun will go that way and you can fight it. But in this, if you spray it, it's like you're aiming at someone's only head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, I hit your teammate.
I thought
there's no friendly fire.
I thought there was recoil.
Not the way the other shooters do it.
To handle it, okay.
Where like you can just if you can fight the recoil,
you can know keep it center.
What's in your crosshairs, what you're aiming at.
Uh-huh.
And then like my luck kicks in where people can full strafe around, headshot me while moving.
Oh, like
tap. If I like blink, my character blinks, and all I see is Domer Simpson, it's like, yeah, you hit the wall.
Ah.
You hit the wall behind you.
Oof.
It's shit like that that literally cost me rounds, and it's so frustrating.
But it makes it doubly frustrating because you're doing ranked, right? That's why I usually stay on that. Once I get placements, I'm like, I'm done, right? Like, oh,
And
this is
then
where I'm at. We're moving on.
even then, like the other frustrating thing is that people, I guess, people I play with and people of like, I guess my ranking around there, which is ass.
It's not ass, it's iron. There's a
It's
difference.
basically the second something goes weird, like we're gonna go this place, and something weird happens. Everybody's sleeper agent comes out and they're like, "We're doing this is team deathmatch," and it's like, no, there's a plant that,
Uh huh.
or people like, there's people who play initiators. That's the role where your whole point is flash in or like make a way in for your team or
Mm-hmm.
the teammates, and they play so fucking passive. Or if I'm playing initiator, no one does anything off of it because they're just T posing in the back, and then when I get shot in the mouth,
Uh huh.
team deathmatch.
Because you were the initiator, you're done, right? They were
It's
loading
so
in custom models and like, let's see what this looks like on in game.
the game itself is so frustrating. I think there's no chance I would have like I would play this by myself. Like before
Solo
in
queuing or something.
yeah, in the Halo before Infinite, I would solo do ranked SWAT
Mm-hmm.
and just be fine with it. This game, if I'm not invited, there's no gameplay.
Well, I mean, those are two vastly different. You're talking arcade shooter versus
Even
tactical, like
even
round
Siege,
base.
there's been times where hey, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna grind out some money to get things and
Uh
just
huh.
play by myself.
But do you do ranked? Because I'm telling you, just playing ranked, you go
No,
in with a
even
different
unrated.
mentality. Okay.
Any mode of this game, I get disrespected.
Oh shit. Yeah. For me, that hurts. It's because it's round base. So if I get like disrespected, I gotta sit there and wait. Right. I can't just jump in and like shoot like at a shoe or a rock to get my frustrations out. I have to sit there and wait. There's so much downtime for
It's
myself.
it's kind of that. It's multiple things, right? So with Siege, if you play a character who has a trap out and you get shot in the mouth, you can still help from death.
Uh-huh.
In this, if I put a turret here and it's active and you shoot me, none of my abilities work anymore. I'm essentially useless now.
Oh, they die. Like they kill the whatever like entity or actor that's there,
They
and then
just
you
they'll
can't.
deactivate. Like you see them like dazed. So
Oh,
so it basically also tells you, hey, they're
they're
dead.
dead. Yeah, which tells the opposite team, hey, we killed this, even though it already tells you in the top right. But
Yeah. So it feels like after death, you really have no way to help unless you're watching someone play and like, oh, you saw him or you heard him or they're
yeah,
one shot.
yeah.
It's my luck mixed with, and then with my luck getting me killed, that guy's walk around thinking he's hot shit because he survived. So in my head, they're toying with
Oh,
me.
yeah. It's a mind game afterwards.
Yeah,
Oh, he thinks he's all hot shit now, and then you try to get in there really aggressive, like, and they're like, I was expecting that, and then they kill you again, and you're like, man, I want to get out of here.
especially if I walk if I know someone, my flicks and reactions are still chef's kiss,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And when I'm telling you, this game's fucking. Hey, you squinted, so you're less accurate now. It like every excuse. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Uh huh.
Which I mean is an excuse for me saying that my luck is it when really you gotta learn the rules of the game. But these rules are stupid.
Not about it, huh? Change your mind.
It's very annoying. Yeah. Um, but with friends, it's entertaining. It's tolerable until the set play of people forgetting what game they're playing
Uh
happens.
huh. And then it's Salt City,
Mm-hmm.
Utah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been.
that's been the go-to uh group game, and then I played Skullgirls on Sunday, I think it was, learning more of our main parasol. Um,
The community
awaiting,
main.
yeah, I'm awaiting fucking Black Dahlia because I will play her.
Yeah.
But I think next
Imagine
time
you not touching that, right? Like
there's
you're like,
there's
I'm done
games
playing Skullgirls,
there's
so you know I
games where I'm
wanted
like
this
this is the
character.
character I'm playing.
Uh huh.
There's games that, and then
Sagat.
I hate how they play, and then I have to play someone else. I'm still Sagat man. I still play Sagat and Alex, and we fight it trash.
Uh huh.
But there's other games I'm like, so Happy Chaos and Guilty. He has a gun. No one else I'm playing, and then you have to do trigonometry, and then they announce biking right after. I'm like, do I commit? the rocket science here, or do I play the lady that looks cool who also has a gun? And then I played her. I'm like, I don't know. So there's times so many characters in Dragon Ball Fighters, like you can't stop me from playing this character.
Uh-huh.
And then I play him like this is in no way fun.
This is not fun for anybody.
Yeah. But with Black Dahlia, even if I hate my life while playing her, which there's no character in Skullgirls that is like that. There's characters that don't fit me,
Uh-huh.
but there's no character while I'm playing them, and I'm just thinking about doing some harm to somebody in real life. There's no one like that. I will play. I've waited years for this character, so
it's gonna be good then, hopefully.
so if, yeah. If
Is there
she's
any
not
more
out
info
by
yet, or
just
just
soon,
announcement? Yeah.
just they said early for Umbrella to be out. They said early this year.
Okay, so it's gonna be a
My
little bit.
assumption, what I've been assuming, they never said this, was that when she's out, that also means Black Dahlia's in alpha stage. But they've never said this. This is just my hopes and dreams.
Oh, okay.
So if she's not out, and then I mean, I still need to learn double, so I can have another gun character for the gun team. I'm waiting on revisiting Peacock because if she has the same function as Black Dahlia, then it wouldn't make sense to have two characters that need the same kind of things from a team.
I would imagine they know this, and they're probably designing her in a way that they aren't interchangeable. Like they'll have their strong suits and they're like their pros and cons. Otherwise, that'd be pretty bad, right?
I mean, if anything, it's like, oh no, I guess I'm learning another character in my favorite fighting game.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm picking double before learning her too, because double's like the doom of the game, where great assists, good DHC, the support of your team is
Doom.
essentially double.
You said Doom, and all I heard was riffs. Like I'm like, what the fuck does Doom guy have to do with this? And I'm like, you mean Marvel Doom?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, Doom was just such. I told you, if I could just do that 1v3 stuff in Marvel, it would just be Doom.
I mean, if everyone caught up to Skullgirl,
Yeah.
if it's Marvel will be fucking, I think, way less forgiving than Skullgirls in that regard.
Well, yeah, because you can't. There's no.
Marvel's
you can't break
designed
out.
for. Yeah, if I touch you, you're not allowed to play anymore.
Yeah.
Is how Marvel's set up. So
They would need to add that same mechanic where they can't repeat the chains after. So I don't
unless they make
remember
your
how it
health
was
wild.
in that too.
Yeah, it's the infinite protection system. I think it's IPS is what they call it.
Yeah, so you can't just like literally do an infinite. They'll have to find a way to swap it up. Like that needs to be in everything. Except that weird fucking, what is it? Will it kill that fucking game that they're off
Boku no
screen
Pico?
doing 700 hit combos because there's no like protection against that. That's trash.
Oh, those okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the crudely drawn one where
Yeah,
they
you're
hit.
talking about like the hilariously anime ones.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like, there's got to be a way to like combat infinites.
There's like 2 episodes I've been watching in case we're gonna watch them simultaneously.
There's already 2 out. I don't even know if we caught up yet. Remember? I thought we caught up, and then when we went through, I was still like halfway through it. That's a wild ass show, because it's gambling, right? So I guess that's virtually great gambling. I'm not trying to out him. Fucking Sajam. You heard it here first. Fuck you, Sajam.
No,
With love.
like Sajam.
You can fuck someone with love. Right?
Respectfully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Respectfully fuck Sajam with love. Like he's never gonna watch this, right?
I think that's all I did this weekend. I don't remember.
Oh. Okay. Randall, what you got? That man's.
He started levitating.
He started practicing his Kid Cudi impression.
I didn't do anything really. I watched the morning show with you, and
Oh, that's
played
true.
a little bit of Tekken.
And you're alive.
That's what you're gonna call your girlfriend? A little bit of Tekken?
I guess.
And you're alive. Do you max rank in Tekken yet? Or working your way up there?
Nah, my stick is fighting me too much.
Oh.
Get a new one. Just put in your cart, put an actual camera, and then put in a new stick.
Like get them all in the same place. The place
Yeah.
you got the arcade stick, look for the cameras that they sell.
Call them like, what kind of DSLR cameras you got? And like, sir, we only sell sticks. And then you like, so you just back ordered,
Yeah.
and then they hang up.
They're not gonna hang up. You need to hang up afterwards.
Mm-hmm. You say you still need a mic arm, a longer one as well.
Yeah, because the one I gave him is not gonna cut it. It's the old one I had, the multi jointed one.
Oh.
But it's short. It's short bars, so it's multi jointed, but it doesn't reach far enough.
What's its length?
Off the top of the brain berry, I don't.
I can tell you.
I was waiting for like a sound effect of a measuring tape in the background. I can tell you. I don't know why it sounds like
28 inches.
28?
Yeah.
Mine's 33, and it was only like 100 smackies.
What's so funny?
I can tell you real quick. Unzips his pants. Yeah, it's about 28 inches. Yeah. He's just putting it side by side. Holy shit. He didn't say no, for the record.
I used the measuring tape.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got some like noise detection or noise reduction or something? So you don't hear the...
You didn't hear it?
No. I mean, I don't want to hear it. Like, if I didn't hear it, I'm not trying to like tell you to do it to prove it, right? Anywho, all right. Well, I mean, that's our catch up, right? Let's get into the nitty gritty. I guess I can go real quick. I forgot to mention it. I put Titans season 1 on here because it's something I've been watching in my old gig during lunch, and I have yet to go back to the show because other shows take priority, right? Now that I'm watching Narcos, I'm obviously going to finish that. How many? It says there's 3 seasons of Narcos, but each like poster is like a different person in the front. Is that correct? Like, is there 3 seasons of Narcos or just 1?
3 seasons, and then it switches to like Narco Mexico and stuff like that. I didn't watch Narco Mexico,
but those are separate.
This guy.
But those are
These
separate
people?
shows, right?
Yeah, they're like,
So like 3 seasons having to do with Escobar, and then they swaps to something else.
to my knowledge.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Again, I didn't watch I didn't start it. Never watched Mexico. I was like, I'm good with this, and then I moved on.
Okay. That's good. But yeah, I've been watching that. Taking a little bit of higher priority, obviously, but.
Are you gonna? I want to ask you a question, but if you said you're gonna talk about it on another episode, then I'll wait.
Talk about Narcos?
Yeah.
Yeah, once I finish this first season, which I think I'm halfway through, because I think it's 10 episodes per season.
I'm just gonna ask you now.
Okay.
The intro song, right?
Fires. Yeah. It fires. It's not a banger.
Multiple.
Yeah. Multiple fires. I'll leave it on.
It's on Spotify.
Yeah, I usually do that. Once I hear a song that I hear from like a movie or TV show theme, I'm like, I like it. It's not like, oh, let's headbang to this. I'm just like, this is a really good intro. Like, even with like the video, it helps with the video. Sounds. Yeah. Like everything makes sense with that intro. So
I love that intro. I never skipped it.
Yes,
I never skipped it.
Nah, that says something. The only what's the other show? The Deuce is the only one you probably didn't skip.
Season 1 of the Deuce.
Season 1, yeah, because they changed it up on us, and I wasn't a huge fan. Maybe licensing.
Huh?
It could have been a licensing thing because I'm.
Yeah, maybe. That show. Did you finished it, right?
Yes.
Boy, that show's great, man.
Dead.
That. Shout out to James Franco.
Yep, he did really well.
That third
there.
season, when insert scene, I was feeling. I'm like,
oof, yeah. It's good stuff.
It was the TV scene, the family TV scene.
The family, so yeah, when after the ceremony. Anyway, give Vinyl a try. You're not gonna have the same feelings, but it's again that era, that energy. But
I need to
But it was canceled again. Like you got to keep that in mind. Like you're gonna be like, oh,
Get Down.
Oh, true. So, but Get Down had 2 seasons. I think Vinyl only had 1. So,
I still didn't watch the last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the last half of the Rick and Morty season, and then even though I ranted about the Dota show, there's a second season out, so I kind of feel obliged, like I have to watch.
Is it like an anthology thing, or is it like pick up what after the events of the?
I have zero clue.
Okay.
I haven't started it. I need to stop touching that because I keep messing with my autofocus.
Yeah, because your hand keeps coming up, and then your camera's like, oh. I think when you do
This
this,
distance.
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
if you, like that when you go forward, that's when it messes up.
Oh.
See?
Yeah, I have stuff I need to watch. I haven't really been in like a watch something mood.
That's kind of what happened to me this weekend. Like I was still gaming, but like I was like, let me just take. I need to go digest other forms of media because I've been just gaming for like the past few weeks or weekends.
I think that week of binging movies near the end of last year has me like, I'm still on cooldown to watch anything.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because you're playing catch up. That's why you gotta watch it throughout the year, right?
There's too many mediums.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that, right? I started going through the New Music Friday for last weekend and started
Same.
posting stuff on like Instagram, like, oh, check this out. But
Have you? I need to listen to the whole EP, but there's a song by I think it's pronounced LUJ called 1080p. I don't know if I posted it in your
Discord,
fucking Discord. It's not so much what he's saying; it's just the vibe of the song.
okay,
Like I only know what he says in the chorus because it's the name of the song.
because it says so. You hear 1080p and you're like, we're in the chorus.
Yeah, but the rest of it is just like I enjoy. I've heard other songs from him before. I haven't heard a whole like body of
Project,
work,
yeah.
but I like.
Okay, I mean, I'll check it out. I didn't see it. It was on that playlist, the New Music Friday. I don't remember
I want
that.
to say yes.
I'm pretty far into it because I keep like
Does
today
it
I kept
curate?
going. Every
You think
week
it
it
shows me
changes.
stuff? No, I'm saying, you think it shows me stuff? Hold on. You don't go to new releases and scroll. You go to like new for
New
you.
No, there's a playlist called New Music Friday.
Oh, I don't do that.
You're doing the made for
I go
you
to
ones.
no. I go to new releases in general, and I pick things like that.
Oh, okay. That's what I used to do. And then now this year I'm like New Music Friday. Let's start going to the list. And if I hear something, I'm like, okay, I like this person's vocals or I like their instrumental. Then I go into the artist page and see what their latest shit is. And if there's one for this year, then I listen to it.
I want to go back to doing like the made for you for week, the weekly thing that
Discover
updates on
Weekly.
Mondays, the Discover Weekly, but it's not all music of this year. Like it'll just be like, oh, you like this guy?
Yeah.
Remember '94 when they did this?
Yeah, and you're like, that's nice, but we need, I'd like to talk about stuff that's happening in the now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird. It's as if what if they just gave us advanced searches or just gave us some sort of scripting language for us to make our own goddamn playlist. Yeah, too much, right?
Make our own algorithm or something. They play
Yeah.
me songs similar to this. They came out in this range or something, and they're like, "Got you, daddy."
It's possible. It's just I'm sure they're afraid of the flood of fucking requests being thrown at them in one go. But yeah, what can we do? Anywho, what are we
I've
talking
gotten
about?
to the point I think where I think I need to take a break from only listening to Don FM.
Oh,
This Friday, was the first time I listened to something else that came out this year.
same. That's what I was saying. Like this Friday, I'm like, oh, let's go to the New Music Friday because it's been like 3 weeks, and I'm like, I don't have anything for music, so like,
I still like the album, but there's some songs. I made my own playlist that takes out best friends and then the interludes minus Jim Carrey's the Phantom Regret one.
that's not an interlude. That's an actual.
Yeah,
That's a track.
and there's some songs that I still love, but I'll like doze off to it. Like I won't pay attention to it.
Oh, not since I've worked from home the entire time. It's that comes on, performance mode comes on, and I start singing. So
I don't even know if my top three is still the same. But the top two for sure, but the third one, I don't think it's
I think mine changed to all the slower tracks.
your top three in general.
Yeah, because I included Sacrifice and what's it called before. When I don't remember if my top three was this when we asked this like 2 weeks ago, but I'm pretty sure I said overtime, out of time, Sacrifice, and what was
Didn't
the?
put that on there.
I didn't put it. I didn't.
No.
Then I think my three were Out of Time, Lesson Zero, and Take My Breath.
Yeah, you just said it in order. I
Okay.
corrected you once, and you said their order verbatim.
The order
That's
of
crazy.
okay, so it's swapped now. So it's so now it's Lesson Zero at the number one, Out of Time, and then right into what follows after Out of Time. What's the next track?
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again. Yeah.
So Lessons You're Out of Time solidified, right?
Yeah. There's nothing beating those.
Number three, my three was How Do I Make You Love Me? That song slaps, and when it's transitioning, I always hear him go, "Bitch." That's what I hear him say. It makes it funny to me. I don't think that's top five, but third right now it's between Here We Go Again and Starry Eye.
Oh wow, I thought you were gonna mention Gasoline.
I like that. Damn. So is that top five?
I don't know. You said three, Brian, not five.
No, I'm saying it's not in top three, but it
Okay.
might be top five now.
Gotcha.
But when Starry Eye hits, and then when he switches into him singing part,
Yeah.
I'm like, even if I was like about to fall asleep and it played,
Yeah.
I would start singing the song. I still don't know what Tyler. I know what Tyler says.
Yeah, same.
I can't rap his part, but the second the Weeknd starts talking, I'm like,
ooh,
yeah,
and it's like,
I got that shit right.
Yeah, we got it. Thank you, Tyler, for your verse. We enjoyed it. About the government not telling you who to love, we get it. Religion too. We just love who you want to love. We get it. Let's go back to that harmony.
She signed the prenup.
Yeah,
but
for the 9th time, right? The one thing I'm definitely gonna call one of these episodes is "Don't you dare touch that dial." I'm like, yes,
call the other one that.
Because there's so many lines I can just rip out of that. So throughout the year, I'm just gonna be calling them randomly, just that, depending on the episode, obviously. I mean, we got some big movies coming out this year and things like that. So,
speaking of music,
okay,
and I'm ready. All right, it seems like Pusha T's doing his rollout for another album.
I mean, that would make sense with what you shared on Discord that he like left the label, so maybe he's gonna have his own shit happening.
He has his own label already before he left.
Then that's probably what's going on. He probably cut ties for a specific reason. Maybe they were fucking him over there, even though he was the head, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't think it's that. I think it's because he just wants to deal with owning his label instead of good music and running his stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
That makes sense.
All I know is that now at this point, the whole dream of I'm working for good music. There's no one left.
Yeah, who is left?
I don't know if Kanye is considered still a part of it. Big Sean, I think he's done. Kid Cudi's done. Common's done. Yeah. Q-Tip's done. Sci-Hi, I think's done. Push just left. I don't know if Tiana Taylor's still good music or not, but she's. Right. I would assume she's not anymore. John Legend's gone. So I don't know.
That sucks.
It's saddening, but I mean,
it's sad because the group of those names and under one thing. Come on.
During the whole like the part of like rap where it was label group stuff, that little era, you couldn't tell me anything bad about good music. If you did, you're not talking to me again.
Yeah, because it was them against Young Money, which was Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Drake, someone else.
TDE still.
TDE was still part of it too.
You had Maybach music. People were like, and then doing the fucking Maybach sound. 2 Chainz was good music as well.
That's true.
Let's not forget 2 Chainz.
I think Mos Def was in it too for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that's an all-star cast, bro.
That happens. Inspiration. That was goals, and now I look at it, and I'm happy for the people. They're still making good music, no pun intended. But it's like, now what? Now what? You know?
Well, because like you said, that was an era where it says all be in groups. Now it's hey, it's all be indie and do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I was gonna look up. Nothing against Lil Wayne and Tyler the Creator. I was looking to see if someone cut them out in the track and like mix it in a way where they weren't even in it. I would like to see how that plays all in one go, right? Because those are, for me, literally just breathing room. So I'm like, let me catch my breath before he starts singing again, and I can try to sing, right? Try to sing.
For me, it's feel the instrument. It's just instrumental break. Break.
Yeah, I see.
Like they didn't do awful.
That's what I'm
But
saying. Like, no
the instrument
disrespect.
was crazy. I mean, there's a whole second episode of us talking about the same fucking album.
Yep.
But what I love about Here He Goes Again, I had to say it 3 times. That's how much I love it. Is there's no drums.
Yeah.
So in my head, anytime he does this song where it's like I'm flexing on everybody, I see and hear. I see the video and the song for Tell Your Friends where he just in the desert and he shoots the guy.
Yeah.
That's playing in my head while it's going off, and this feels like a drumless
Version of
Tell Your
that.
Friends. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, come on. No, we ain't doing this.
Boom, boom, boom.
Anywho.
That'd be an interesting topic to do if we ever run out of content. Try to do a top 5 per artist that's been around for a while.
Oof.
Your favorite songs of them.
Kanye's and Jay-Z's will be rough for me.
Or if we do, if we did
And the
like
Weeknd's too.
the bracket, we do more bracket related content. We do that for each
For
artist.
each
Like a
one.
bracket.
For songs, that's wild. I mean, we could do that throughout the year. Like, we could just do a... Right? I mean, we could do it for the Weeknd since he just dropped. So we could, like, you know? Imagine one for Frank. Holy shit. That includes Endless. Because technically, I don't know how Endless technically is out. Yeah. Like,
that's the best song on there for me. And that one song that
what are you talking about? The interlude with Facebook?
No, Endless. It's part of Blonde. The Facebook story is Blonde.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mixed them up. The Facebook. You sure?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
I can bet my life on that being.
Oh, that's wild. I thought it was Endless that had the Facebook one.
No,
that's insane.
The Blonde has the one where his mom's saying don't do drugs.
Yeah.
The Facebook story, and then the end of Futura Free.
Futura Free.
Where he's like it's the kids with that part of it.
Yeah, doing whatever that was. That's
if he drops an album February too, if he just like here it is.
Okay, first it is gonna be Here It Is, but I don't think it's gonna be now. It might be like summer, if he does, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is,
no one knows.
If they somehow drop Pusha T's and Frank Ocean's album the same day, so send a search party for me because I don't know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, this man's jumping between timelines. It's fucking variant. You're gonna be in the fucking multiverse movie. That's where you're gonna be at.
I'm gonna float by and you can see me with headphones like,
yeah, just but you're like you're floating in space, but there's like a rainbow overlay on top of you, and you're just fucking ascending.
It's gonna show multiple portals to different worlds, and it's gonna show me on the roller coaster.
In the loop.
I still need to get Frank Ocean merch.
That's true. You haven't gotten much from on his stuff. Well, he doesn't sell like his own thing, right?
I think he does. It's just I think it's like you need a loan to buy it, or it goes out quick.
It might be both.
I don't have anything for any musical talents. I have just I think I still have my Kanye concert shirt, but I think that's it.
And you also have the Good Music label one. Our hoodie.
The hoodie. Yeah. I need to get some kind of Frank Ocean and Pusha T shit, Kanye shit, and the Weeknd shit, and then I'll be good.
I mean, you can get the Weeknd stuff that's out now, but those prices have definitely risen up.
For the shirts, it's like $28.
Is it? Last time I checked, it was like 30, 40.
No, didn't I send it to you?
Yeah, and I looked at
it. When I sent it to you, the T-shirts were $28.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're looking at one made out of gold or something.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
I looked at the shirts and I'm like, none of these designs like drench me, you know?
Oh, I see. I enjoy the art. I'm trying to see if I can find I want to find a filter or Snapchat or someone code this, I guess, since you have 2 billion people listening to this. Go make a Snapchat filter where I can make the album of being old. Like it just
a black background.
It just makes me old, right? Well, older than I am. And make my hair white, and like when I grow my beard, just have it all white, and that's gonna be a new profile pic.
But I can do it myself. I can just make this I can just do this.
Yeah, you can make
it a black background and then just put a filter over my background, and I just look like him old again.
Yeah.
I probably have to trim down my beard because he doesn't go this fucking thick.
Yeah, he's got it like shaped up and smaller, and he's got hair, right? Anywho, how are we jumping between? Titans season 1. That's what I don't know how the fuck we got here, but they. I don't know how. I'm not even gonna try to chase the breadcrumbs. We went from Titans season 1, me saying it, and then now so coming in and out. I don't know what he says. He thinks he's back. He's getting internet from Mars, I think. I don't know what's happening. Anywho, where we at? Titans season 1. I think it's like a short. I don't even remember how many episodes it was for the first season. Let me go double check because it felt short, and that's something that I. After a bit, I was like, "What's going on? Why?" Right? View all seasons. Thank you. Oh no, that was 11 episodes. So. HBO Max show. Titans has to do with like the formation of the Teen Titans, but they're not teenagers. Some are teenagers, some are not. It's really weird because the actors don't look young, right? When you think Teen Titans, you think of that show on Cartoon Network, right? Not like older adults. Not do you think like kids? So it's weird to see that transition. It was like advertised as being like, oh, a dark and gritty version of this, right? The the worst part of it is there's blood, right? People getting stabbed and stuff. So I'm like, okay, that is darker and gritty, and Dick saying fuck Batman. That was the most dark. Like I'm like, okay, but besides that's not really dark. Yes, it's some subject matters is like, oh, they're following bad guys or drugging people, things like that. But it's when I heard the darker stuff, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like Logan dark, right? Where he's like cutting people up and like, whoa. No, it's not that bad. Besides, okay, so the actors playing the so you got Dick Grayson, Starfire, oh my god, the emo one,
Raven and Beast Boy.
Raven and Beast Boy. Thank you. Basic introductions for all of them. I don't know if Beast Boy can turn into anything but a tiger by the end of this first season. But that's all we've seen him do. And there's like a nice like connection with Doom Patrol in it, which was cool. I'm like, oh, I've seen that show too. So far the story is enough to be like, okay, let's see what happens. But they haven't had that like Avengers moment yet, right? Which any of these like team superhero like group up stuff, you need that now because of how well it executed in Avengers. There hasn't been that in this first season. And that's where I'm like, okay, everyone's kind of showing off their independent, like Starfire with her powers, burning people. Oh my god, Raven with it shows a little bit of her like dark powers, and the whole thing is like her dad is the person that she's getting that power from, etc., etc., which is part of like the main plot. But once it builds up to, oh shit, what's up with Rachel and where she's getting her powers and what her father is, the season ends. So it's frustrating because like there's a bunch of stuff earlier in the season where I'm like, you could have cut the shit out and just done more of Raven's stuff, or Rachel, whatever you want to call it, or call her, sorry, to fill that out. So then there was some sort of like climactic ending. It was like right when things were getting like, okay, it's pretty interesting. Let's see because it's hard to get like the magic stuff done right. I mean, MCU slowly got up to it where DCU is kind of like just full sending. So one, it's the budget you can see. Some of the special effects aren't crazy, but it's a TV show, right? But there's nothing that I can be like, watch it because this happened, right? There's some episodes where like, oh, here's Dick Grayson's backstory, Rachel's, a little bit of Beast Boy, a little bit of Starfire, because this season is basically, oh, where the hell is Starfire? Doesn't remember anything for some reason, and then she's trying to remember stuff, and then Rachel's like on the run, and then it all builds up to that last like episode. I'm like, there's still so much to explore here that there's the end of the season, So hopefully season 2 has more answers for us. I was left with like a bajillion questions. And then the fighting sequences are fine, right? There's a special, There's a fight scene with the new Robin. That's, which I guess if you guys know the order, you know who's next. Once Dick leaves. So they show him, said new Robin in action for a bit, and again,
I don't like how he looks.
You seen the?
I've seen bits and pieces. A friend of mine was watching in Discord, and I've watched along.
So you saw Nightwing, or you saw?
I saw the following one.
Oh, okay.
I've seen both.
Okay.
But I've seen the one.
I could have sworn the new Robin was related to Ruby Rose. I think that's her name.
How edgy they looked, I thought that was Damien.
Oh, that's true. It could have been. Actually, he should have played Damien instead.
Yeah, he looks whiny.
Oh, but anyway, the show turned into like a comfort. I mean, I was basically watching it while I ate during lunch, and that's kind of where I keep it at. It's not one of those drop everything and go watch it, especially just judging from this first season. But whenever I pick it back up again, I'll discuss more on further seasons. So I can't recommend it to people for like, hey, this weekend let's go binge this. Not a binge show, right? And that's all I'm at.
Game of the year?
No. I mean, this season came out years ago, right? Hold on.
I think so.
2018.
I was going to guess 2018. I didn't say anything.
Definitely not. 2018 TV shows. Now that you say that, I would love to see something real quick.
What else?
Emmys 2018. I mean, I go straight to Emmys because, come on. Atlanta. Barry. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Glow. Silicon Valley. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, like.
Bless.
Thank you. Stranger Things. Handmaid's Tale. The Americans. Game of Thrones. Yeah, 2018 was. No.
The Americans started so good and I just stopped caring.
Damn, that's something. Now that I read this, those are two shows I definitely want back, and I don't know what's the deal with it.
What?
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Barry.
I still haven't started Maisel.
I mean, you got 3 seasons. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 seasons, but
So much shit.
Huh?
So much shit to do.
Yeah, it's just there's so much to digest. It's because
For
there's
some reason, Plex isn't working at work. It keeps saying just not available. It doesn't even try to connect. I used to just watch stuff while I'm eating after I work out.
from
and now
your
I hit play. Fuck off.
using Wi-Fi or using your connections directly to
But
your
try
cellular
both.
service, and both do the same thing. That's weird. I'll have
As
to
of
check to
late.
see what's up with that. Anywho, yeah, I'll check because I was having issues with it too. But I usually restart if nobody else is watching anything, and then it usually fixes my issue. I'll figure it out. That's Titans. I talked a bit about Titans there, so I mean we can move on to something else.
Question.
Randall, what's that, Brian?
Doom Patrol versus Titans. What are you picking? What do you enjoy more?
All of Doom Patrol, or first season 1 of Doom Patrol versus season 2 or season 1 of Titans?
Whichever one you want to answer.
Comparing seasons, Doom Patrol. But the problem with Doom Patrol was it seems repetitive. Where each season we're seeing the same shit. They have baggage. They deal with they somehow either deal with the baggage or push the baggage out. Come to some eureka. Okay, this is how I better myself. Rinse and repeat. Sometimes the same issue, right? Like, oh, you're just all robot. Look like you trying to survive as being all robot. Next season, this is another thing with trying to be an all robot, or because I'm all robot. I don't know. It's like Doom Patrol just got into like a loop where I'm like, nah. It's starting to lose its thing. But the first season I saw, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. So in comparison to Titans, yeah, Doom Patrol I think had I was more intrigued. Where Titan, and I think that's because I don't know anything about Doom Patrol. Where I watched Teen Titans, so I have an expectation for Titans. Where it's like these characters need to be this, right? Where Doom Patrol, I'm just like, give it to me. I don't know how accurate it is. So I guess that's my comparison. Speaking of which, The Boys comes out this year. So
I want to watch the Harley Quinn show, the cartoon one. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I haven't set it in my backlog. That's why I've forgotten about it. But I also did want to watch it because I heard it was like pretty funny because it's adult humor.
Yeah, that's what I done heard what it is.
I also have to watch Peacekeeper or Maker. I keep forgetting if it's Peacekeeper or Maker.
I watched John Cena, Gun Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, as well. Am I missing anything else?
I mean, yeah, probably. You should You should set up a track.tv account just like I did to track all this shit, or flick me off. That works too.
Can you link track.tv with Discord? Like put your lists in there or have a bot linked to it? That makes sense.
I'd have to look into like a Discord integration. Maybe I can check. I don't. Excuse me. I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. Maybe there's a way to integrate it. I'll check. But what's the use case? Like you just type in Discord, hey, remember this? I don't know.
Like in Discord you like watched and put the show or something and like any updates for you or something.
I guess you can do that. I mean, you can just do that from their website. I don't know. Well, I mean, I can look into it to see what you're. I don't know what you're trying to do, right? I don't know what the workflow is here, right?
Fuck here.
You just vibing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What are we talking about? Randall. I could have sworn you've already reviewed Red Notice, Randall.
I looked it up. I didn't.
Okay. Tell me about it. Because I think Kelsey reviewed it. It was definitely on this podcast. I just remember if it was him or Kelsey who reviewed it.
It was Kelsey.
So, and I think it might have been on the episode where I called it that we're not sponsored by Netflix. Because that episode I think we did Squid Game, Red Notice, something else that's on Netflix as well. I think you did, or did we do Arcane? No, Arcane wasn't on Netflix, was it? Or it was?
It was.
It was? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Then, yeah, it might have been one of those. It might have been that episode. Because they had, like, we reviewed a bunch of, like, great stuff on there. And that, okay. So, I mean, give us your take on Red Notice, Randall.
It's actually been such a while since a long time since I've watched this. So trying to remember, it wasn't a bad movie. So it was directed by some dude named Rawson Marshall Thurber, which is an interesting name in itself.
I was gonna say,
Sleeper
like,
agent phrase is what that is.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a sleeper agent phrase is what that is.
Oh yeah. He directed Where the Millers, Central Intelligence, Skyscraper, Dodgeball.
Well, it looks like he has a history with comedies, so
Yeah.
action comedies.
Apparently, there's supposed to be a Red Notice 2 and 3. It has listed under his like directing catalog. So I'm guessing they're doing the 2 and 3.
Nice. Good for him.
Sorry to cut you off. When are we getting a Man from Uncle 2 and the Nice Guys 2?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go pee. You think about that.
Okay, I'll think about it. Man from Uncle. I don't even know.
Who's the director?
Guy Ritchie.
Maybe if you look him up, it might be in his catalog.
Okay, well let me see. Guy Ritchie. He's not one to make, right? Like, let me see. Guy Ritchie directing. He doesn't really do a lot of sequels. Like Sherlock Holmes was his only sequel that I know of. The rest are
Robert
just
Downey Jr.
yeah. He made 2 of those movies, Sherlock Holmes and then Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. But after that, or even before, he doesn't make sequels.
Hmm. So it had to be somebody else if it does happen.
Yeah,
I mean, unless he decides to break his tradition.
maybe. But now he already has 2 upcoming ones: The Interpreter and The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That sounds like it's gonna be up my alley. I don't know why. It takes place in 1939 when the Brits were being pounded by Germany into mainland Europe, and Winston Churchill wanted to hit back hard. His answer: stop fighting under accepted gentlemanly rules of engagement and create a group of warriors who become the first deniable secret operatives to strike back behind enemy lines. So it's gonna be a group of of actors, and Guy Ritchie's fucking directing, and maybe I don't know who's writing it, but he also did the
So
screenplay too. So yeah, that's I can't wait for whoever's gonna be in that.
period.
Huh?
What was the
Say again.
what was the period? Did they say what the period was?
1939.
Oh,
And
so
then
it's
what is
probably
this?
a bunch of heavy hitters
Yeah, it's
like
gonna be a group of people.
Tom Hardy. Uh, what's his Matt Damon maybe.
I don't know if
Uh,
they've ever worked together.
Tom Hardy and Matt Damon.
No, Guy Ritchie and Matt Damon
Oh,
that I know of.
I know he's worked with well, not him, but this other director. He's worked with The Rock like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like what is it, like Adam Sandler's people, Happy Madison production. They use the same dudes over and over. Tarantino likes to sometimes use a lot of the same people. Um, there's some directors that have like, hey, you're they I'm sure they go, hey, we're gonna go get this and this person. Spielberg, I'm sure, has like friends that go, we're gonna go get this person, right? Like they got buddies. I'd be like, oh, he can do the job.
I wonder if like after a certain point when you keep using the same people whenever you do new movies, do you write or direct with that person in mind already? You know what I mean?
The
Like if I'm
writer,
a director and I happen to be not only directed but part of the writing team for a new movie, and because you and Brian have done like 3 or 4 movies in the past with me, I'm like, this character be perfect for Brian.
yeah, sometimes maybe you don't have it in mind, but maybe as you're writing it, you're thinking, who can do this?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that'll, or I guess both are true. Maybe sometimes you'll make a
People,
movie directly for someone. Go ahead, Ron.
people do that even if they've never worked with them. I guess while writing your picture, you're imagining insert thing happening.
Yeah,
So like who's Pierce Brosnan gonna kick in the face? You know,
I guess for
like
movies that works, because if you're writing a book,
I'm
you're not really writing the book with actors
yeah,
in mind. But if you're writing a screenplay, you're writing something for film. Yeah, I'm sure you're writing with
or
some people.
TV. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I cut you off again.
it's kind of like what's his name from Ted Lasso,
Yeah, the one who
Roy.
Roy.
He accidentally wrote himself.
So that's why he auditioned. Yeah, he's like, this is me. So he's like, all right, fucking hell.
Well, we definitely know there's cases where there's writing, and clearly they picked the wrong people. I don't know if they like when they were writing it, they were thinking about this person performing a role, but I mean, I have nothing against the boy. I know that a lot of us here are fans of him,
Who's
but
him?
Tom Holland should not.
Oh,
Nathan.
yes, Nathan Drake. Yeah,
None of them should have been in this movie.
I mean, the casting itself is like whatever. Like at this point, we just have to accept what it is, and hopefully it's fun. And that's it. That's
Yeah.
all you can do. Like it's literally coming out. We can't
Mike,
Sonic the Hedgehog this, right?
I think we can to an extent. If they just treat this as like a younger Nate and then the sequels them him older.
Brian, that you haven't seen the trailer. They're
No, I
doing
don't
shit
know.
from the games, right? Like, and
Which game?
all of them. That's the problem, right?
Oh.
They're like, it's a typical game movie where it's like, look how much of the game we can put in here, right?
The part that makes me sad then, if this movie's just dog cock, is then Nolan North's like, yo, he is Nate. Remember, he's been like co-signing it.
Well, of course he's gonna be co-signing it. Like, what's he gonna do? Nah, y'all should have just had me in CG or some shit. Like, he's not. What are they gonna
Wait,
say?
he said that?
He's been he
I mean,
co-signed Tom
he
Holland.
was on set with Tom Holland. Like they've spoken. Like Nolan North has met Tom Holland and vice versa, right? Like they've. I'm assuming Tom Holland asked Nolan like pointers, right, on cadence or delivering lines or whatever. Like, and I hope Tom
I'm
Holland played the
going with what
games,
you
right?
just said. Well, I don't know who said if it was you or Brian, but I'm going with the. It's not like if he didn't agree, he's gonna be like, "Nah, I don't. I think this is a bad idea." That he's not going to say that, and it's not going to come out.
Yeah, like it's not. Well, I mean, the repercussions of that is okay. This is Sony, so you start bad mouthing Sony. They're not gonna hire you for Uncharted 5, right?
He is voice acting, so
Brian,
you
they
don't
don't
need
care.
Sony.
Do you think Sony
No,
cares?
Sony. No, I'm saying like, even if they're like, oh, you're not gonna be him in this, he voices 90% of the rest of the industry. So
Oh, that's
who
true.
cares?
He'll be fine. Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah,
Like he's gonna
not gonna
have.
hurt at all.
He won't be hurting, but you'll definitely have a new lead in like the brother. It'll be Troy Baker's brother as in Uncharted.
For Baker's brother.
Is that what I said? Troy Baker's brother. Nice.
I'm so tired of this, man.
I mean, we'll see how it turns out. I don't think
This
I'm gonna
junk
be.
hurts me to my soul, man. I'm just so tired of whoever it is pulling the strings, just not caring. Like,
What are you talking about, Randall? We have to give a chance for this. Maybe this will be even better, right?
I'm fine going in and assuming I'm like being wrong. That's what
Yeah.
happened with in the movie about the Dalmatian lady.
Cruella.
Yeah, in Cruella, Emma Stone was the last person I was gonna pick, and boy, did she go off.
Yeah, she popped off in that movie. So I mean, like, we can be pleasantly surprised, and that's what I hope for. It's just that people need to understand when we go in there, every fucking move or like that song plays in the back. Every move, I'm comparing it to Nate to the game, right? Like that needs to be the context for someone who's played all of it. I'm going to compare it because it is cinematic. You can play Uncharted as a movie. Like that can be edited as a movie. Granted, it's like 12-hour movie, right? It'd have to be like a TV show or something, but
you saying they're doing stuff from the game kind of made me sad because in my head I'm like, what if this is like a memory and then the end of the movie's him as an adult and it's Nathan Fillion?
you are reaching beyond the stars with that.
Like, what?
yo,
I'm not going in I'm not. The thought wasn't that this is happening. I was like, would it'd be cool if that was the case? Like they say, "Gotcha, bitch," and then they show him as Nate, and then insert old person as Sully.
That's hard for me because I don't know who would play Sully. Like that actor, I would hope they just get him, but he doesn't look like him.
I keep picturing an actor I've seen that sounds and looks like Sully. Forget his name, forget any movie he's in, but I see the person in my head.
So you have, I don't mean to ask this, but is he still alive?
I think so.
Okay.
I just gotta.
Or I don't mean to offend
What
with this
fucking
question.
movie is it?
I'm trying to figure out who
you're saying there's an actor out there that looks like Sully?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out who.
In my head that looks and sounds like they could play Sully, but I can't tell you what they look like, what their name is, or what movie I've seen them in. But there's that actor exists.
Just sure you've seen them before.
Yeah.
In my head, I think Brian just AI generated a person.
He made Sully a person.
Yeah. He literally took the in-game screenshot of the game and then rendered him in Unreal Engine 6, and now it looks lifelike. So you're like, this is the actor.
Fuck, man.
I don't know who.
Yeah, I don't know who. Nothing comes to mind, right? Not like Nathan or whatever. Like, who's playing Elena?
That's also
Let me go
a
check.
very
I
high
forgot.
point of contention.
Uncharted movie. I don't know why I did that. I could have just gone here and typed in Uncharted.
I can hear the voice and everything. Who the fuck is it?
Ah, we have Chloe there. I don't see Chloe's in this, but I don't see what's his name or what's her name. Elena. So,
Oh,
Now Chloe is
Chloe
my
looks.
favorite female game character. Like you know how like you had those what do you call them? Like questionnaires. And I
You mean
think
like
one of the
you
questions.
mean those like online quiz, the personality quiz or whatever?
No. It's not quiz. It's like it's just straight up questions. Like ask you like, what's your favorite game? How many hours do you spend playing games? Who's your favorite game character? What's your
Like a
favorite series?
survey or
Those
something?
type of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Like a survey type of situation, or
It's not really a survey. It's just
all right. I
I
mean,
don't know what you would call it.
don't worry about it.
But
Just
anyway,
move on. Yeah.
so it asked me what was I can't remember what the specific question was, but basically it was like what's your either like what female game character is your favorite or what female game character would you marry, something like that. And that's who I picked, like Chloe Frazier. Now, I have nothing against this girl, but ain't Chloe Frazier.
I mean, that's probably the best cast from that entire cast.
who is
Randall.
it?
Like
You think so?
Randall,
I
Wahlberg
don't
as
think she looks
Sully.
like Chloe Frazier at all, bro.
What?
She looks closer to Chloe than the other two look like who they're supposed to be.
I mean, yeah, if
Okay,
you
so
taking that route,
that's the only route you need to take, Randall. It needs to look as close as possible. And she looks like she can look like Chloe. Because the picture you're looking at on the movie DB is just her, like a portrait. It's not her in makeup. It's not her in costume. Right? Oh, that's Braddock. I didn't know Braddock was gonna be in it. Cool. I don't know. That's just me. Like, oh, I guess this screenshot helps. Let me go to see if there's like a backdrop. That's her. Yeah, that could definitely be Chloe. Like if like this wallpaper, you go, that's Chloe. I'm like, I get it. You pointing at Wahlberg and say that's Sully.
no.
Okay. Come on. I don't know. But again, I'm just hating because we had as a collective how many hours in that universe, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
So, what's up?
who is this person?
Oh,
I'm
the
looking-
dude that you said that looked like Sully.
I typed in Italian old guys in action movies in Google now because I'm desperate.
Brian,
bro.
you're gonna be shuffling through a bunch of shit.
What's
That's
weird?
what you're doing.
A picture of Monica Bellucci popped up, so I don't understand.
Is she a dude?
I mean, I'd make relations if she was.
Okay. Oh, but poison's not poison. Got it.
I would in Street Fighter 4 specifically in 5. I don't like how she looks. I'd make relations with Poison.
Okay.
5, she looks. I don't know. She has a costume that's nice, but in 4, I think she peaked.
Okay. What are we talking about?
I don't know, but
Somebody that's funny. Somebody put Tom Hanks as Sully. I mean, he
Yo, I gotta be honest with you. Tom Hanks in this day and age, he has the gray hair. He can pull off Sully more, like visually, more than Wahlberg can.
I was going to say this picture that they have of him with the gray hair and the mustache is. I mean, it's definitely a lot closer than what we're getting.
Yeah, like
I mean, you know who else would fit? The dude that plays Ash in the guy with the chainsaw hand.
oh, that's true. From Evil Dead.
Bruce
It's from Evil Dead. Who you're thinking of?
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell would definitely be a good pick too.
That's not who I pictured.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying out loud it would fit. Yeah,
Bruce Campbell.
It's like someone's blocking.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And he I've heard him talk. He does sound like Sully.
I don't think you understand how upset I am right now that someone's putting a mental block on me, so I can't tell everyone the best casting for Sully.
Yo, Nathan Fillion and Bruce Campbell next to each other as, come on. Unless these guys both said no, they should have gone with it.
That's impossible.
That's so weird. All right, well,
I'm telling you, man, it was the suits.
Bruce Campbell's cigar. I gotta see him with a cigar, because the way Sully handles his cigar is like you gotta see Sully
Mm.
from where? From Uncharted. It's
You
it's
know
a
who
game
else
on
could fit?
PlayStation.
I typed in old New Yorker actor into Google.
Brian, I need you guys to look what I just found. Maybe this is what you saw, Brian. But I'm
Mhm.
gonna put it in our chat. Right. Right. Like, tell me I'm wrong. It's a
Yeah.
photo. It's a Photoshop of Bruce Campbell in Uncharted, like with like Sully's gear, with a cigar in
Hold
his
on, how do
mouth.
I popped out the. Oh, I see.
That's
Yeah,
definitely it.
I told you.
Like,
That's not.
come
But still, the
on,
person that I made up,
Robert
it
De
is
Niro,
no.
too
But
old,
the person,
but
the
a younger
person
De
that you
Niro,
brought
yeah.
up, Brian, is not. Is he an American actor?
In my head, I'm hearing a scene of him with a cigar and has a grumbly voice. In the scene in my head that I don't know what movie it's from, or I can't describe the scene to you. He's sitting down and he has a cigar and he says something. Yeah,
I don't know
yo,
what to tell you, Brian. Then because
So,
I
so
mean,
far from what I've seen, Bruce Campbell is like the best living embodiment of Sully. Unless there's some other guy out there better.
the one Brian auto generated in his head, that I'm sure
yeah,
Yeah.
Al
just do it in my head
Pacino.
and
Yeah,
so,
these guys maybe, but now to make that movie, they're too old.
okay. I got two other people that it's not the person that in my head I'm seeing. The guy that plays Hopper could be pretty good at it, and
Maybe
then
you talking okay,
and then
Hopper.
the guy that runs the hotel in John Wick. The guy that they said excommunicado like 17 times.
No, he's too short. No,
No. Yeah.
too
Sully's
short.
taller.
He's too Hispanic. Like he does not look like he's.
He doesn't look Hispanic.
Am I thinking of the wrong person then, Brian?
I'm gonna send you a picture. The guy's like excommunicado, dude. Just give him a
Yeah.
mustache. He has the hair.
Let me when you sent it.
I sent it.
That's insane. Let me see it. Yeah, he looks too Hispanic.
I don't see any ounce of Hispanic.
Then I'm losing it because that guy is like at any second he can sing like a Hispanic song to me. Like
Tiebreaker round. Does look Hispanic to you?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Hispanic?
Yeah, too Hispanic.
I'm blind.
I don't know if you're blind. He's just
I don't
right
think there's a better candidate than Bruce Campbell.
so
I
far
think
until Brian
that's
finds
a mic
Until
drop.
yeah, until I can identify the men that I saw in a scene I can't describe in a movie I don't know.
Leonardo DiCaprio as Sully. I mean, Leo can
Pissed.
act, but I don't know.
I'm okay if with Brian. I know
I don't know
this
if
is like really reaching for the stars, man. But I'm okay if they like say at the end like this is a prequel, like this is like
it
Nathan
doesn't.
Young.
No, Randall,
But none of
because
this
from the
stuff that's
trailer,
happening in the
yeah,
movie,
it's not
it's not
prequel.
from when he was young.
It's not. This is grown, and some of the stuff is the stuff we've played through. So,
Yeah,
like, it's
Bro, who are you?
Brian's not gonna be able to sleep now. Not that he was able to before, but
I'm actually getting pissed at myself.
I'm telling you, Brian, I think you might have just generated this guy. Like, even the whole scene that you're thinking in your head, it's possible.
No,
It's not possible, or are you just saying no?
not
That's not what happened.
possible.
Okay.
For it to be this vivid in my head, even though I can't describe it to you. I'm getting
Nice.
pissed. I'm gonna keep looking though.
Speaking of Leo, there's a TikTok I saw of like him in an interview explaining the glass breaking scene in Django, and he was doing an impression of Quentin Tarantino behind the camera when he saw it happen on because it was an accident when he broke it, and he was like blood everywhere. So he basically made fun of him, and he was like when he knew he messed up or he knew something bad happened when he looked at Tarantino, he did this like what the hell? He was looking through the camera and he's just like what?
That's funny.
It was some good shit. Machete? No, we're just throwing Hispanic people. What's his name? You talking about Danny Trejo? right? The guy from Machete.
Yes, Danny Trejo.
Now, once you look at Sully, you'll understand. So like when you play it, you should go play it. Actually, it's on PS5 now. The
How do you
Uncharted
feel
series.
about Viggo Mortensen being Sully?
Vigo. Oh, let me take a look. I don't know what he looks like now.
Who is that?
In the
Uh,
Green Book.
the Green Book. He's also
He's
Lord of
also
the Rings.
Aragorn.
Yeah.
You can do the Italian older guy impression. But
Yeah.
that's not that guy in my head.
It's not the. You just. That's how you gonna say. You
Wait a
keep saying-
minute.
He
Right,
might.
you're not talking about Tom Selleck, are you?
No.
No.
Oh,
The Green Book and Aragorn. He's not in. Tom Selleck's not in those movies.
no. I mean, like
guy
the
in my head.
guy that he had in his mind that looks like Sully.
But if they're ever a casting,
Sully is
Tom Selleck,
Hispanic. He's not.
Victor Sullivan's his name. I don't.
Yeah, Victor Sullivan is his name. I don't know what Sully you're talking about.
Is it who's writing it? And I can tell you if you should.
Victor Sullivan. Oh my god, dude! There's a side by side of Sully and a screenshot of Mark Wahlberg with the mustache.
Bro, this is eating me alive. Why's my Chrome running like ass?
I don't know. Even him young, he looks like. I think so far, Brian, the winning fan cast is Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
I think.
I mean, like I'm saying, it's a good casting, but it doesn't hold a candle to this guy up here.
Okay, when you find that,
Yeah,
when you
please. When you find this guy, I
him,
need to know.
please send it. Right, like Yeah, Tom Selleck is the other one that I just saw. Maybe, but he's also, I think, might be too old. I don't know. Come on, kid. Maybe Viggo Mortensen can do it. Or look like him.
we've
Not
heard him
do it.
stuff,
He can
yeah.
act. He can act. I'm not talking about the acting prowess. Because all these people we're naming can pull off, can act, right? I'm talking about like on a freeze frame, you're like, that's Sully. Or that's Nathan, right? Nicolas Cage.
I think Tom Hanks is. I mean, as far as looks, in this picture that I'm looking at, he's really close.
He's also a contender. How did we get here?
I don't know.
We're supposed to be talking about Red Notice.
Oh, because Red Notice, and we're mentioning bad casting, and then he said Tom Holland. And then we got into this.
So Red Notice, Randall, right? That makes
So
sense.
like this is way better. Oh my god, yo! This picture of Tom.
I mean, it's better for a certain amount. We can't just sit here and just fan cast Victor Sullivan for another
Yo,
hour.
okay, I gotta post this picture, man. This junk is scary.
What do you mean scary? What?
I'm gonna throw another name out.
Like,
for you.
as in how close he looks to him.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna throw another name out for you.
Tom
I need you to
Hanks.
just picture this guy with a mustache and white hair. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Andy Garcia.
That name sounds familiar.
He's in Oceans and he's in Godfather.
This guy.
Garcia. What does he look like now?
As Sully,
White hair, mustache.
I would have to see the mustache.
I would have to see him in the fit. Yeah.
I think it'd be okay. Again,
He's short though.
Yeah.
here you go, being heights is.
Yeah. Well, I mean that. Okay, it's a
I mean,
production
that's the
issue.
character.
Yeah.
Like, Sully's pretty
You can
tall.
make him tall. You can put platforms in his shoes.
I don't know. I'd have to see him in costume, right? In cosplay, if you will. Dude, looking at young pictures of Andy Garcia, that man fucks.
Yeah.
Not that he looks terrible now, but like, he definitely. Yeah, that guy. He did things right. There's a screenshot. He looks like the other actor who did Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. Anywho, we done fan casting here. We move on or no? We still we're trying to find our perfect
I
Sully here.
mean, you can keep going. I need a.
You need to search the world for this fucking generated character.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know that the dude that you fight on a burning boat, Anthony, with the sword.
Yeah.
Um, I just realized he looks a lot like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Does he?
Yeah. I'm just like looking at the game and the characters and like trying to see who they remind me of people in real life.
I got one more. I'm not gonna say that his name, but just this picture I'm gonna post. It's not the guy up here, right? But just imagine white hair and a mustache.
Mm, I feel like he's. Well, I would have to see what he looks like now because in that picture he looks too young.
That's how he looks now.
Oh, really? Yeah, he
You
looks
saw
too
Mr.
young.
Robot, right?
Yeah.
Raph. Or Rafe? Is that what his name was?
That's what I pull up in.
He looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. A little bit. I mean, I can see Jake Gyllenhaal being this guy. I can see him pulling this one off. This screenshot specifically, yeah.
Oh!
Rhino got hit with a fucking sniper shot. Did you guys hear that?
I'm about to hit you with a cross up. Check this out.
I blocked.
Yeah, I think we blocked what you just sent, right? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, he has the look. Definitely. I'll give you that.
Anthony
What's up?
Sterling from Mad Men.
Yeah, he'd have to bulk up a bit because he's gotten real skinny. I know what you're talking about.
John Slattery.
John Slattery, yeah.
John or Tom Slattery.
I think it's John Slattery. Yeah, it's John Slattery.
What about Gary Oldman?
But he's also gotten up there in age. Yo, you see this young picture of John Slattery? Holy shit, that man fucked.
Can you hear me, Anthony? What about Gary Oldman?
Gary Oldman? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he's got the thick mustache. I'll give him that. Holy shit, he could definitely do the mustache. Maybe, yeah, that's also good. But I don't know. It's because I'm thinking. I keep forgetting it's a movie. It's a movie, so you can have stunt doubles. But I'm thinking like who we're picking, who's down to do the stunts.
Oh yeah.
Jackie Chan, Sully.
Yeah, but I keep forgetting you can just swap them out, so they just have to look like them in the dialogue scenes.
Like all these names are cool, and I can picture it.
But this guy
But this guy in my head right here, dude.
Yeah, it's just Brian.
It's still better than the ones we've shown so far.
From what I'm picturing from something I can't name to you. It's
Chef's kiss.
I don't see anyone else.
Okay. Okay. When and if, right? When or if you send that to us, and we'll agree or disagree.
I don't really have much to say about Red Notice that hasn't already been said. I mean, it's an okay movie.
Uh-huh.
What's so funny?
That sounded like you had that recorded and you just hit a button.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I know you've been trying to segue back to it, but it's like I'd rather talk about this than.
I mean, what else is there to talk about besides we're
me,
going to be
it's
deeply
funnier.
disappointed probably by Uncharted?
For me, it's just funny hearing what we talk about and then one of us saying what the initial topic was.
Yeah. That's happened so many in the past
170
170 episodes. That's happened to us, I think, every episode.
It seems like the less stuff we have on the dock, the more bullshit happens.
I mean, some people like the bullshit over the stuff we do anyway, so.
I was just gonna say, like, that's typically how like really successful podcasts go. They usually they deviate and go into different topics.
It's just that I try to do all of the stuff on the dock and whatever bullshit we have. Some people they'll bullshit for like the hour that they know, because most podcasts are just like an hour, maybe hour 20 max. So like, right, we can end this already. This is our, like, if we wanted to, we could have been, this is our episode. I talked about fucking Titans, and then Dawn FM again, and then now who would be a better Sully, right?
I'm not going to even bring up Halo. That's just terrible.
I'm excited to.
Do you know who plays Master Chief?
I didn't look it up. I
Joe.
saw the trailer and,
I don't know either. I'm just asking, but in the trailer, the way he's walking, I feel like it's the dude that plays um what was the name of his character? Now I forget. I usually tell you because you can't remember. Hold up.
the guy's
Guy up
name. The guy's
no, it's his
name
own guy.
is okay.
Uh,
The guy's name is Pablo Schreiber.
you know who I'm talking about? Oh, you talking about that's the name of the actual guy?
The guy who's I don't know if it's his voice, but he's credited as playing a Master Chief. So I don't know if he's in the suit or not, or
This
he
guy's
walks
from...
like in the suit. He walks like the dude that played Crossbones in Avengers.
oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Grillo, Frank Grillo.
I think that is correct.
I don't remember his real name, but that's who he. Yeah, you're right. That's what his name is, Frank Grillo.
Really?
Yeah,
you hit it.
My friend would do that, but I can't tell you the guy in my head.
because he's fucking fake. You generated him. That's why. He's not
He's
real.
not real.
Yeah, like there's no way you, with all the information you just had, like if you can see the scene, you should be able to be like this movie.
I can't tell you. It's the scene that it's in my head is like that's how quick it is.
Okay.
I picture it's at like a bar. And he's at a table, and he sounds like he's passionate about something, and then his cigar in hand, he does this and does like says something like that, but Italian. You know they do the it was good like that voice.
Get down me over here, and yeah.
The scene ends.
Got it.
Hmm.
So it's like, yeah, okay. So I've seen this guy before. He was in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Porn stash. I think that's what they called him. I thought Dr. Halsey was a good cast. It sort of looks like her. And then the rest is fine.
Oh,
right?
You guys never told me who was Chloe or Elena, either one.
Elena, remember I told you it wasn't on the casting, so I have no idea if she's even in the movie, which is weird.
What about the Chloe one?
I forgot her name. It's not someone that I know.
Who, the actress that plays Chloe?
Yeah, I don't remember her name. I'm gonna look it
up now. Sophia Ali.
Yeah. Like there's an there's an in-movie shot where I'm like, yep, that you say that's what's her name? I believe it, right?
Sophia Ali, you said?
Here you go, Brian. Oh no, you don't want to see anything from the movie.
I was typing her name. Sophia Taylor Ali?
It just says Sophia Ali, ALI.
I can definitely see it. I wouldn't say it's the guy up here, Chloe, but
right.
I could see it for sure. Like a younger. I mean, they're making Nathan look like he's 7. So
he looks too much like a kid still. That he's got baby face.
Yeah.
Too young.
I don't get it, man.
I'm gonna go in.
I could understand like if it's a new platform or whatever the case is, like it's a new idea, original movie, but this stuff is like established. You got years and years of like content. So I feel like whenever a studio or director or whoever takes on a movie like this and they want to take something that's been in a game or just basically has like an established like lore, like it should be easy for you to do like like go from game to movie screen. Like you have all your information there. All you need to do is just make sure that you remain authentic. That's all you got to do. I can understand changing very small, minute things, but don't mess with the things that make that character or the story iconic. Like you can't. This is just my opinion, obviously, but you can't like make an Uncharted movie and then not have the character look like Nathan Drake. Like that's something that your mind should not have to think about. It's the same thing like when I looked at the Halo trailer, I'm like, this dude does not sound like Master Chief. And then when I saw him walking, I was like, he does not walk like Master Chief. But whatever.
I mean, that's from the Halo show. I'm not too worried about. Right after they decided no, we're gonna have somebody else voice him. Cool. I'm just there to see some Halo action because I mean we haven't. The last Halo thing I saw that was like a TV show was I think it's called Forward Unto Dawn, and that was a really cool little like mini series, and like I thought it was really dope. The chief is in it like
Yeah, a little bit.
shortly, and he doesn't speak.
But even that one was better.
Because he was barely in it, and I don't think he spoke. And if he did, I think it was just a line from the game.
Captain Key. That one.
I don't remember, but it was about like the station, like where the people were getting trained, like the soldiers, like the ODSTs
Remember
and
him
stuff.
saving them, and he might have said something to them when he was rescuing them outside.
Yeah,
and it was
maybe.
like taking fire.
So just to see it back on this big on like on a TV screen or something, I'm excited to just see that. Whereas Uncharted, I'm like Uncharted is the game is is built to be cinematic, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to replicate? They're not going to, but I don't think Uncharted 4's scenes are not in the trailer. Like, how are you going to replicate that in live action, right? The one shot of you getting dragged through the mud and then hanging off a bridge and then climbing, like all of those, the building falling down when you're in and you're jumping from one to the other. That one's, I guess, doable, but
I think all that stuff is done with CG. I mean, doable with CG.
it doesn't look as good as the whole thing being in game, right?
True.
But my argument is, why are we making a movie of this to begin with?
I don't know.
Right, that's just mine. But we're here, and then now that we're here, you couldn't even get the people right. But we'll see. I think it's just gonna be literally, oh look, there's some Uncharted stuff on screen, and then we move on with our life.
So I'm assuming, you're not going to the theaters. To
Absolutely
see this.
not. Absolutely not. That's a wait to digital release. That's an absolutely not. Worst case is I didn't go to this theater to support it, but then I watched it in digital and I love it and I just buy it on digital anyway. Right? So we'll see. I don't even. There's a reason why January and February are the cursed months for movies, right? Like what comes out these 2 months are usually not great.
Let me ask you guys a question, and I know it might be kind of difficult to answer because you're not like actually in the thick of it, because things kind of change when you're actually going through stuff. But let's just like imagine or whatever. So if you both you guys were like really successful actors, do you think that if a studio came to you and asked you to be in a movie to play a particular character, a character that you know very well, do you think that you would turn it down because you feel like you're not the best representation of that character, or do you think you would still do it because you feel like you have the acting chops to do it?
I mean, if I'm already successful, I don't need to do it for the money. I'm like, I'll hire this person instead.
Yeah, I think that you kind of already answered our question. I mean, if I'm already successful, I can pick and choose my roles. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the shows that I know either I can fit or that works best for me because I'm already successful. So I don't have to be I don't have to be as hungry, right, to get on screen. Where if you say that to someone who's just starting out, they're like, "I'm in an Uncharted. Yes, I'll be Nathan," right? I think that's part of the business because it's a business. It's not there just to be creative. We're here to sell, right?
So yeah, Red Notice was it was just cool.
Nice. All
Check
right.
it out.
Now that you know there's 2 more movies, are you excited for those movies after you watch? Okay.
Not even a little bit.
So are you gonna avoid 2 and 3, or you're
No,
like,
I'm gonna watch it because I mean the actors and actresses that are in them,
you like?
I like.
Okay.
So, but I mean, if it's gonna be more of the same, it's just like it's not a movie. It doesn't suck. Like the movie isn't horrible. Or it's not bad at all. It's just like Um, so for me right now, movies are like they fall into like certain categories. Either it's like really bad, it's entertaining, or it's like really good. And I find like a lot of movies are just falling into the it's entertaining category. So this movie for me just falls into the it's entertaining. It's not like a must see.
Yeah, there's not many. I'm kind of in the same boat. There's not many where I'm like, please avoid this at all costs, unless it's like Cosmic Sin, right? Like there's
Or
movies,
Venom too.
or Venom 2. Don't go watch Venom 2. I'm sorry, I did not. Yes, we can see the fights, but at what cost, right? So yeah, like that's no thank you. But most of the time it's fine. Fine, but people take fine as like, oh, it's just fine. Yeah, as opposed to what it could be, which is horseshit. Fine is a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Cosmic Sin. Like I don't, I would love just to ask them that question to Bruce, right?
Why did he do that
Why are
movie?
you doing these movies? Not that
Yeah.
movie. There's a bunch of movies where it's like, why are you in
Yeah.
this?
Maybe just easy money.
I
Yeah,
guess.
but like he's a A-list actor. I feel like he shouldn't have to. Unless he loves acting that much. You mean like I don't know. I would
I still
still
love
feel
that.
like there's plenty of movies in Hollywood that he could be a part of.
I would just ask him why. Like I would literally say, "Hey, I saw you on Cosmics and this movie, this and movie." He's like, "Oh, thank you very much." And my next question would be like, "Why?" And he's gonna be like, "Excuse me," and I'm gonna be like, "Why?"
Excuse me?
Yeah. Excuse, I beg your pardon. Yeah.
Get on my face. Good.
He probably beat the shit out of me, but it's worth to ask. I can die saying I asked him why, right? And if I finally die
Usually
in
like
peace, huh?
usually like actors and actresses that really like have a strong passion for acting. They usually, if they don't want to do movies or if the movies seem to be slow or whatever, they usually like do Broadway or something like that. Like they
They go
do
into
plays
well, I mean
into theater.
that depends on the actor because like theater is a whole different ballgame than making a movie because you have to perform that multiple times a weekend or a week and something, and shit can go wrong. And you have to be like, and you have hecklers, not hecklers, but like you have to do it in front of a live audience. Where like a movie, that I think those are the two separate environments. That's why there's some people can go in between them and some people just can't.
I know Hugh Jackman does it.
That's his thing. That's his like.
Neil Patrick
And Neil
Harris.
Patrick Harris is the same way.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans as well loves theater, but that's
What's his name?
what
What's that guy's name?
Andrew Garfield.
Goldblum.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Goldblum, thank you. He did some weird
Oh,
movements, but I'm like, I don't know what that is. You said Goldblum. I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. Jeff Goldblum, definitely. I could see him as a theater.
He does theater stuff. Yeah.
Like I could
He's
see that.
also a
That's
jazz pianist.
yeah. I never actually listened to his project. I might go back and listen to it to see what that sounds
Craig
like.
Ferguson. He performed as a musical guest.
That's too far. Like I have Craig Ferguson's night show in a box where, depending on how down I get, I'm like, maybe it's time to go watch a laughing compilation and remember the good old times, and then I'll laugh, and I'm like, okay, cool, and then I'll just box that up, put it in the back, right?
Put your own shit in the back.
You put yeah. I'm not Sky Cap. I'm FBI. You understand? The hell you think this is? Yeah, I can quote that fucking G14 classified. That's good. God bless good Rush Hour 1.
Nice time together. Without a partner.
Yeah, without
Piece of
a
shit.
partner. It is so much that robe will look good in my bathroom.
Star maps.
I ain't tell you nothing. All right, well, now that we just have a bunch of sound bites of the movie, we can move on now. Yeah, the fucking license or
No,
this is
he's on top of the
badge.
no, he's on top of the train or sorry, the bus.
Oh, and he
then
takes the
people take
picture.
Get the badge, and he goes,
Yeah. Holy shit. What was the other one? It's Star Maps. Oh, I ain't no punk bitch. when he's getting the
I don't
Chinese.
know, man.
Yeah.
Shit. It's
So
no
great.
soul food.
I ain't asking about no
It's so
soul food,
good.
but oh, I gotta go watch this again.
Shit, that's my favorite soup. My grandma gave me this soup. What is it? Aunt? It's either aunt, mom, or grandma. One of those three that he says.
Yeah, the red suit. That man was like dripping and like it was like an all red suit. He had the clean cut. That man was killing it. It was broad daylight out too. He over here just killing the game.
That's where Jackie Chan says the N word.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
True.
I'm saying those was it 90s? When did this come out?
Thousands, I would guess.
2000. Let me go look at when Rush Hour came out. Like those are different times, bro. Like we can't have that type of comedy anymore.
Hey, what you say?
What the? Did you just?
What the? 1998. You're right, Anthony.
I know what they're
98,
talking
yeah, late 90s. Like that's. Yo, we as 90s kids don't know how good we had it, right? These kids will never know how good we had it. I'm gonna recommend Plátano con Salami. I mean, he right. I just looked at my Discord. What am I doing?
There's a guy who's
This fucking
in the
episode's
first Rush
washed,
Hour.
right? Like,
There's a guy in the first Rush Hour. This is an actor name. You ready? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm holding on.
Nanny Baldini.
Okay, I got Baldini. First name is what?
Nanny or Nani Baldini.
Nani Baldini.
Mm-hmm. The bald lady in the second one, is it? When they go to France in the second or third one?
The third one.
The bald lady in that one had me feeling ways.
The bald lady in that.
She was like, Carter, I'm bad. I'm bad too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I remember. Oh no, for me it was the French taximan, George.
Oh,
Oh,
Holy
that dude obsessed with America.
Yeah, about being action stars and stuff. Come on. That's funny shit. That's just we're not getting that kind of a movie ever again. Rush Hour 1 is just
there's no way that gets made again.
no, it's not. And if it will, it'll be watered down. That's unfortunate. Well, we lived through it. Check out the budget for Rush Hour 1 was 33 million. It made 244.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder they made two more, right? That's
Good
insane.
movie.
A lot of cheese.
Yeah.
Some.
Talk about it. Bro, did you hear fucking speaking of like old rappers we used to listen, Joey Badass dropped a new track and no. Like what is he doing now?
I didn't hear it.
Like it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like cuz he was always on the like what is it? Bebop
Boom
shit,
bap.
like boom bap stuff, like all about it. And then I hear this track and I'm like, "What is this?"
Did you hear? You said you listen to New Music Friday. Did you hear Benny the Butcher and J. Cole's song?
Yes. I thought it was good.
Ooh.
I think I thought I put it on my Instagram thing, but I guess I didn't. But yeah, I thought it was good.
I put it on my Instagram thing.
It's the one where he's like the album art. It's like he's in front of a car.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was good.
That's oof. Gives me Pablo vibes, which J. Cole featuring as well.
Oh,
There's a song of that vibe from like a year or two ago
is this a vibe?
with Joey Badass is in it, and he does a good job in that.
I mean, if you get a chance, listen to like the first 30 seconds of that Joey Badass one. I'm like, off rip, I'm like, this is not that he's not allowed to try pop stuff or like try stuff we've heard before, but it's like the shit you excel at, my guy, is not this. That's just me.
I hold Belly of the Beast as his best song.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's out of the city. It's not even him, but I love that part.
Yeah. All right. Damn, so a bunch of stuff. Let me knock out Adventure Time real quick. All right, so I finished Adventure Time, the TV series, because I kind of dropped off like season 8, not knowing that they were going to finish in like 2 more seasons. So pick that back up. If you haven't seen Adventure Time, it is actually worth watching through all of these episodes, especially since they're all like 10 minutes each episode. They do a good job of handling adult situations in kid form The problem is there's a lot of falling back to, hey, this is a kid's show, so we can't get too dark, right? And Randall, you know how I always am. Like, I want them to delve into the darkness, right? But then again, it's a kid's show. So I'm like, you can only get so far. And then at that point,
Is it really a kid's show?
Teenage show. Sorry. It's a teenager show. I think it's the target demographic is teenagers. Because, like, the main character is, like, 15 or 14 or something like that. So, anywho, something cool that they started doing near the end of the series is having, like, 8-part miniseries, but having them as normal episodes. But if you watch them all back to back, it's like a good old hour and hour and a half, like, little saga. And there's one called Islands where I thought was the best one because so much was answered, so many questions that you've had throughout the whole like the first 6 seasons. You're like, what the hell? A lot was brought to light, and then bless you, Ron. And then they had another one where they had one I think called Elementals or Elements, where they started exploring other like superpowers and stuff that in the lore is like a constant thing. And I thought that was also pretty cool, but Islands I thought was the most engaging. And then it ended in a very like bittersweet, like, damn, this sucks that it's over. But it was a build up to like something called the Gum War. And the way they handled that I thought was very cool. Because it's like, oh, we're about the second to last episode ends with we're doing the Gum War. The next episode starts far into the future and the story's being told of what happened that day. So you're like, oh shit. Like as it opens up, you see remnants of what's happened since then, and then they start going into the actual events, and I thought it was a really cool idea. And I'm usually not a fan of that because I hate, even when playing Uncharted, I hate when they do like the big old fucking showcase piece and it's like, now let's go back 6 years. And it's like, well, the shit I've seen so far, I mean, they're all safe, right? And Randall, like I said before, dark. Mm-hmm. At any turn, I want them dying, right? But if I know they're going to be in a certain place, no time travel involved, you kind of ruin this for me, right?
Well, I love JoJo. Hey, this is our main character for this season.
Yeah. He may come back later. Maybe not.
Come back, or we'll kill him right
now. Yeah. Good shit. Giorno Giovanna. Anywho, that ends up that whole story of what happened near the end during the Gum War ends the whole show. Ends awesome. Great package. If you can, it's only 10 seasons of 10-minute episode for the most part, unless it's like the finale was like 40 minutes. Excuse me, because it had a lot to touch on. But it does a great job of keeping consistency or like continuity. Because shit that happens in the show, you're like, oh, are they ever going to address this again? 90% of the time, they will address it. Or it'll come back in some way. Awesome. Very memorable characters. I didn't know because I watched Adventure Time, took a break from it until now, but Morty's voice actor's in it. He plays Lemongrab.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know until I heard his voice, and then this yelling. I'm like, oh my lord! It's
I told you that Lemongrab's my favorite character, right?
Yeah, mine's still mine before my hiatus of watching the show was Simon. Finishing it, Simon. It's still Simon.
Such a good story, man.
Go ahead.
It upsets me that Lemongrab's my favorite, and then you remember the episode where they're watching surveillance cameras and he was just there watching people sleep.
Oh yeah.
That when they held on to that, I was like I was watching out of the corner of my eye. Him sitting there, I was like, I'm not comfortable with this.
Lemongrab was really funny. And
you like the forest queen, or the archer lady?
I thought it was so super dope.
There's so many good characters.
It just that's what I was mentioning. There's memorable characters, awesome characters. You can watch this entire show, and there's no way you have one favorite. Like they're battling for top 3 or whatever the case is. Like they're just either really funny, awesome fighter like powers, fighting like they can fight, or just great backstories where you're like, damn, you feel for the character, right? All in the teenage show, by the way, with animations. So it's really good. I mean, they handle a lot of adult themes, like I mentioned before, but if you have not watched Adventure Time, sit down, give it a shot. I mean, you don't have to binge it. You can accidentally binge it because how short the episodes are. But it's definitely worth watching from the beginning. That leads me to Now, HBO Max, I guess, signed a deal with someone to get 4 specials made for the platform. And then I'm assuming, Brian, this is where you have not continued.
I keep saying it's a movie, but you're
It's
saying special episodes.
yeah, they're basically it's like 4 hour long specials. So they have their own like individual stories. You can watch them in like any yes, you can watch them in any order, but they sort of happen in specific places. I don't know. Anyway, it's called Adventure Time Distant Lands. 4 specials, one called Hbo. I forgot what the other ones are called. Give me a sec. Yes, okay. With 4 episodes being Hbo, Obsidian, Together Again, and Wizard City. Each of them, you can technically watch them in any order, and you'll be fine. All almost an hour long, and they explore either a new area in the world or in the galaxy to add even more lore to this already huge world of ooh and whatever you want to call it. Deeper backstories on certain characters. And except again another episode dedicated to like an adult themed. I don't want to spoil it, so dedicated to an like adult theme. Things that people need to face, right? And then the last one being a very similar to like Harry Potterish thing, where it's like a school. They start going. You start seeing another like part of the world that you're like, oh, okay, so this is how like the magic stuff gets propagated through the younger kids as they grow up with magic, things like that. All of them, awesome. Definitely worth the time. I definitely recommend it. My only complaint, and we're back to, it's a kid's show. Delving into the dark, right? There's one that opens so strong where I'm like, are they gonna do this? So where I'm like, oh shit, we're doing this. And then of course they need to end it in a way where it's like it's still a teenage show / it still ends happy in some way. So though the journey was like, holy shit, this is dope, it ends with like, okay, we're back, right? And it's not about a committing thing. It's just like I set my own expectations, like, oh, we're going there, and it's like, no, we're not. And then I'm like, oh, and I get sad. But that's just that. Definitely recommend both the 4 specials that they released after the fact and the whole goddamn show. Excuse my French. Definitely worth a watch. All right, Randall, so when are you starting to watch it?
What? When am I going to start watching it?
Yeah.
How many episodes is it?
A lot. It's just they're all 10 minutes.
In the hundreds?
Ooh, let me go check for you. I think so, because it's 10 seasons, man. So, but you'll fly through it because not all of them are a lot of episodes. Some of them are. Holy shit. Season 5 has the most episodes with 52. So yeah, it's definitely over 100.
My God.
It's definitely over 100.
I mean, I give it a shot. I just had to tell myself that I ain't getting through this no time soon.
No, you will be able to because most of them are like 10 minutes each. So
10 minutes?
Yeah. Each episode's short. Like they run through stuff here.
That's interesting.
So you'll get through like a season or 2 pretty quickly. It's good stuff. All right. At least we can get Brian. You're up next. So at least we get one thing done from each of us, right? Pink Sweats. You heard it first, so I'm gonna let you go. Go with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep trying to open up the. Fuck! I have too many tabs. Oh, I closed it. I closed the doc. Fuck.
I mean, just open it. Yeah, just open it. We can buy you some time.
Pink Sweats. I wouldn't say new age, but it's kind of like he makes music that's kind of like what R&B sounds like now. Not radio like, but like the kind of like neo soul kind of R&B. He does that. Great voice. I don't know if he produces his own songs, but from what I've heard, usually it's very easy listening.
You should be able to. If you have Spotify open, you can check the credits, right?
Pink Sweat.
While you're doing that, I'll
I
look it
never
up
heard him.
if you did or not.
Let me see. Show credits. Produced. I don't know what his real name is, so I don't know if that's him.
Oh, right. His legal
This
name
one
is
down.
David Bowden.
Bowden.
Yeah, David Bowden.
Sure. His brother, I guess, Dante Bowden, has. Oh, and then produced by and Pink Sweats is here for some of it. Maybe he's the guitar player.
Oh, perhaps.
Let's see, I'll see on this song. He didn't do anything. Pink Moon is the name of the album. I've heard of him prior, like Richard, and then this album was on my new releases. So I'm like, I like his voice. Let's get it right.
Okay, this is my
New
first
album.
exposure to him.
Pink Moon, 8 songs, 24 minutes with some seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start by saying there's no song I hated.
Okay.
The chorus for Better was not for me, but there's no song I hated. It's 8 songs, like I said, I hearted 3 of them. Being Midnight River with Black on it. Once the actual beat hit in the song, I'm like, you got me.
Well, and also Black. Like that happened to me once I heard
Yeah.
Black through his verse. I'm like, damn it. And then I
Uh,
definitely hit that to my library.
Nothing Feels Better is the other one I liked, and then Real Thing with Tori Kelly. I don't know if I've heard her before. I like her voice.
Tori Kelly? Yeah, you've heard Tori Kelly before.
Or have I
From
heard Tori
Tori
Kelly?
Morrow. Isn't that the Tori from
What?
Tori Morrow?
That's not. Are you trying? No, it's Tori Moa.
Then what am I thinking about? Yeah, I thought it was Toro y Moai. Yeah, that's sorry. Isn't that one of? Oh, never mind. I thought one of them was.
It's just a one dude, to my knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Did I mess that one up? Tori Kelly. Where else have I heard her? She was part of some. Like, wasn't she part of a band or a group?
I don't know.
No, I might be thinking of someone else. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about me, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, move on. The hell am I talking about?
Yeah. To sum up the sound of this album, it's like dreamy, like dream
Psychedelic.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, like imagine like a romantic psychedelic album, and this is, I guess, the closest I can get to this.
Yeah, I can second that. A bunch of ballads in space.
If you like neo soul music, you'll like this. If you just like talented singers and easy listen to music, I guess. If you like those, like, I wouldn't say sappy, but if these kind of things are the things you like in music, you'll probably like this. Either way, I would say he's talented enough to the point where I would just give it a shot. It's only 24 minutes.
Yeah, I think I second that same thing. Also, a shout out to picking the right features. Right? Again, we're not going to talk about Don FM again. But all of these made sense for the vibe as well. I mean, Black had his, like, rap verse, but the beat changed for him, right? Like, it fit. And then the rest of the features were singers, and they all complemented the track really well, and Pink Sweat. So, definitely shout out to the way he picked his features on here, and how they showcased them too. They all sounded great.
Mm-hmm. Good start to the year.
Yeah, holy shit! For music, like, I wasn't expecting this. Mo dropped an album too, and it has I'll review that probably next week.
Mo.
I say Mo, but I think it's Mo.
Oh, and then it's like the. Oh, okay.
She just dropped one, and there's some really decent tracks on that.
I need to listen to Lou J's body of work.
And I don't know if you heard it. I think
that I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't have the time.
LMA dropped a single.
Okay, I want to listen to that.
And that shit is nice.
Let me see, my 2022, there's a song that I'm already iffy about in my playlist. It's the one with Christina Aguilera and Ozuna.
Bro, we went through the same shit. Santo, I added that on there.
And now I'm like...
I removed it already. I added it on there because at the time I was working. I'm like, oh, this shit's popping. Christina Aguilera with the reggaeton. And then I listened to it, just focused, listen to it. I'm like, no. And then I
the
removed
chorus is the part that...
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it another shot.
Give it another shot. You can try. Another thing that fucked up is because I also added it to my regular like reggaeton specific playlist, and
I
then
added it to my Spanish one.
it came after a Bad Bunny the
Yonaguni.
yeah, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. No offense.
It literally. So I mean, obviously, a good chunk of my 2022 is Don FM. I have Surround Sound by JID. Jid. I always forget what he prefers, but because that song goes
I
off and
always say
21's on it.
JID. I don't.
3 songs from Pink Sweats. A song called 26 by a guy named Lauv.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's had other like you've heard him before 26.
Okay.
He's been
Did you
on
hear the
radio for a
ASAP
bit
Rocky song?
with
It's him and someone named
Ari. Yeah,
Nigo.
I heard.
I
Yeah.
heard of that.
I don't think it didn't hit hard because Sundress. Like I saw ASAP, I'm like I haven't heard ASAP since Sundress, and I played Sundress, and I'm like this don't no.
And
Set
then
on the wrong hand.
and then
That shit
the
slaps.
Benny the Butcher J. Cole song, and then 2 songs from LUJ, apparently. I didn't even know I heard a second song. I just remember 1080p.
Hold on, I'm trying to look. I'm gonna look at what's currently at my 2022, which is I mean we're not gonna lie to anyone here. Almost the entire album of Don FM's on there. Clearly, I actually enjoyed Light Switch, the Charlie Puth single that came out. The instrumental I liked a lot. The chorus is okay, but the instrumental fucking slaps. New Tooth by Rich Brian.
He has a whole EP out. I didn't listen to it yet.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like 4 or 5 tracks, and this is one I was like, okay, I fucks with this. The LMA track, DFMU, slaps. When you hear it, you're gonna be like, okay. The Benny the Butcher song you mentioned. Disclosure finally dropped a new track. I've been waiting.
The one with Zed?
Yeah.
That wasn't for me.
Okay. Survivor's Guilt, Saba featuring G Herbo.
I didn't hear that.
And then
I'm
today,
not really a G-Herbo fan.
Today I kept listening to more of the New Music Friday. There's a new track by Denzel Curry called Walkin'. That I should listen to. Slaps. There's also this one. I laughed at the name and then I heard the song. I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty good. It's a track called Cutie by the band called Coin. And I'm like, what? And then I heard it. I'm like, oh, it's pretty slaps. Pretty slaps. And then what is this? Masquerade by Yendri.
Then that name sounds familiar.
Which I thought was a pretty good track. There's another.
You listen to the Lana song that's in Euphoria, apparently.
Yeah, I
didn't listen to that.
It didn't hit me in the eyes like normally
There's
it does.
Song. Oh, it's 2 songs, but there's a song in this. The artist is Gale, and the name of the song is "You're Just Horny." And I don't know how I didn't listen to this.
I heard it. It was okay.
Oh.
It wasn't for me. It was. I'm like, oh, this is pretty entertaining, but it wasn't library, right?
2 Chainz put a song out. I missed it.
I did not see that. Yeah. Oh well.
I need to go through this. Yeah.
But I'm still going through that playlist. Hopefully, I can get through it by this Friday. So then, that way, it's a nice, healthy way of getting through a lot of the stuff. There is some stuff on that had to just hit next, like 20 seconds into it. But some of those tracks, I'm like, no, we're moving on. Now we're talking about.
I wanted to like the Luna Diplo and Durante song. The chorus. It was the chorus again.
I'd have to. I don't think I got to that far, or maybe I didn't.
So you listen to it, the instrumental, be like, "You got me." The verse is "You Still Got You," and I don't know. The chorus just felt phoned in.
And then they just jumped out the window with this one.
It was just meh. Like I was like, it's kind of ruined it for me.
Now that we're back on music, that's not on this list, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
Pink
Red
Sweat.
Notice.
No, Pink Sweat. Yes, the Red Notice. Go ahead and watch it. I definitely recommend the Pink Moon EP. It's easy listening, 20-40, like not less than 30 minutes. So, you listening to something or are you just reading something?
I didn't realize FKA Twigs. I know the name, but she put out a whole like album.
Do you know when she dropped that, Brian?
Was it the same week?
Same week as Don FM. So
he's on this album. Tears in the Club.
He probably died in the discotheque, and then that song played afterwards.
I'm seeing a few of these features. The Weeknd, Daniel Caesar, and Georgia Smith are all on this album.
Oh, it might be some bangers on that then. We'll
I've
see.
heard her name before. I just don't remember. Let me see if I've liked any song of hers.
If you go to her profile, they started adding like songs you liked on the right hand side. So I'm like, that's a pretty cool way of keeping track of shit you liked.
To listen to this at some point. Probably when I'm working at Manana, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so go listen to Pink Moon by Pink Sweat.
Yeah. Easy listening, short listening. I recommend it. He's very talented.
Randall.
Yep.
Halloween
yeah.
Kills. What?
Oh my god, this needs to end.
What?
What?
What needs to end? All right. We're almost done. Like, what's he doing? Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? All right, so Halloween Kills, Randall, right?
I think he's talking about the podcast.
You want to end it?
Directed
We can
by-
end it and just keep that. I mean, this is the longer we wait, the less Randall's gonna remember from his movies because he has a list of it.
Play
Right.
it.
Did he say play?
He said, "Play it, play the movie, Randall, right here. Just get DMCA live. I'll put it right here in the lower right corner. Just play the movie."
Ow.
Are you-
My stomach hurts. Oh.
Are you dying? Do you need help?
You better laugh so hard you come.
I got a cramp.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's up to y'all. What do you want to do?
I mean, it's only 2 movies. Like, how long you think gonna take? It's just 2 movies.
I could do it real quick.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So watch Halloween Kills
Oh, it's actually worth it. So like, it's
and watch Don't Breathe too. There you go.
really, we have different takes. I say don't watch Don't Breathe.
Really?
Yeah,
I was not a fan of what I saw.
yeah, like I like the first one a lot, and then the second one.
I was going to say that the first one is better by a landslide, but I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was terrible.
I just think that yeah,
Just stop at the first one.
stop at the first one. Like that's where I'm at on that. Like watch Don't Breathe 1, but Don't Breathe 2 you can skip. Like
I
Watching the
agree.
second movie felt like it went straight to DVD.
Yeah.
That's how I felt watching the second one.
that's what I think too.
So
Like
let me see something here.
He's blind. He can't see something here.
I look over there and he's just trying to use his mouse on his bed.
This
It's not even connected. Let me see something here. Starts a fire.
Don't breathe.
You gonna look for Rotten Tomato scores? The first one had to
No,
be
no,
higher.
no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. All right. So then I understand. I fully understand now.
What do you
What's
understand?
So you ready for this?
$7 budget.
Every time Randall says, "Are you ready for this?" I'm waiting for the beat to kick in.
And, yeah.
Go ahead.
Turn my headphones up. All right.
Just spit
The
bars.
first movie was the budget was $9 million. Do you want to know how much money they made?
90 million.
159 million.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they made $12.
That's quite the profit. The person who finally saw that literally had a heart attack. So how much?
So that's why they made a second one.
Yeah, because they're like, we can do it again.
And
that's probably not the fucking case. Let me go see what Don't Breathe 2 did.
they made it with 10 million
no.
and they only made 45.
Yeah, that it's still profited, which is good.
Yeah.
I want to watch the Scream movie.
Oh, Randall has that
Isn't this supposed to be the last one?
for Scream.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw that one trailer we saw a long time ago, and then now it's out. So I don't know what the story on that is. I'm sure it's just gonna be a bunch of the characters we've seen before. So
I'm in it.
Yeah, I think that's what the thing is. It's like some of the original characters return.
yeah. So
I'm in it.
all right. So I mean that's our different takes, I guess. So you said watch Don't Breathe 2. I'm on the don't.
Well, I say watch it, not like you should go watch it. I mean, like it's okay to watch it.
Okay.
It's not terrible. But if you
Then I'm right at the cusp. Then I'm at.
If you like the first one, there's really no reason to watch the second one.
That's if you want more, I guess. But it's not really.
If you want more, just rewatch the first one.
Yeah, like I'm not. You made it to the point where you're like, it's okay to watch. I'm right there where I'm like, this don't.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah, don't. Like, yeah, it wasn't
So you're,
bad,
so
but
you're
it's
like,
like,
hey, don't bother.
don't bother. For me. Not that, again, like you said, it's not horrible. It's just it didn't make that jump where I'm like, I can comfortably say you'll also enjoy it, right? I know you'll enjoy Don't Breathe 1. I don't know if you enjoyed Don't Breathe 2.
I'm pretty sure they probably won't. I think most people didn't. Well, I can't say that.
You can't say that. It made a
They
profit.
made like an extra 20, what? No, 30,000, $30 million.
But you have to keep in mind that's also during our pandemic times.
And also, just because they made a profit doesn't mean everyone that bought it liked it.
And
Just
that's,
people went to see it.
yeah. So
I
just,
thought the movie was going. I thought the second movie was going to be different. The way the first one ended. I thought
same.
it was going to be. I thought it was going to be in that direction. But whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Halloween Kills. Go check it out.
Okay, cool. Because
I feel like you have to go check it out because all these movies link up together. Like I think the next one is called Halloween Kills. I mean, not Halloween Kills. Halloween Ends.
The one after
Trick or Treat.
Yeah, I enjoyed the remake. I enjoyed the one before this. The return of what's her name?
The Mac.
Of the Mac. Yeah. So that was enjoyable. So seeing this, they made a sequel.
It's more the
thought,
same.
Okay. Not in a bad way. It's just like it's more the same, but we're out here, or is it like easily like you're like, okay, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Oh look, it's over.
I mean, those things it's. I guess some things are kind of predictable, but it's not because the movie is written badly. It's just because we've seen all different types of scenarios under the sun, so it's not really difficult to pick out. Oh, this is probably going to happen. What do you say, Brian? When something like when there's a B roll in a movie and it goes past something, you usually say like what problem or something like I can't remember what it is you said.
You mean when they zoom in on an issue and you're like, oh, problem?
Well, not when they zoom in. They usually like do a B roll.
Foreshadowing?
It's like the camera goes past it and you're like problem or something. I don't know if that's the word you say.
Yeah, he says problem, but they're foreshadowing it.
Yeah, it's like that type of thing. It's like
Okay.
you get a bunch of people who get in the car and they go in to do something they shouldn't be doing. It's like okay, all these people probably gonna get bodied.
So it's not done tastefully like Quiet Place.
It's two different pieces of works of art. Like not even remotely close.
I say it to say that one of my favorite things about Quiet Place is nail on the floor, and it goes problem. See, like it did on my hand. It goes problem.
Yeah. Brian's hand right there was a problem. We don't know how it's going to be a problem yet.
Problem.
That finger right there, problem. We don't know how yet, though.
The thing about what Quiet Place though is like, even though they do foreshadow like this is a potential problem, when it does happen, it's still like exciting to see. With these particular movies, it's more like stupidity. It's like, why are you doing this?
Oh.
Why would you? Why? It makes no sense. Do you have any type of special training? Were you in the military? Are you ex Navy SEALs? Like, then why are you even talking like this? You're gonna get bodied. That's what you're asking for. You want to be murdered.
And then surprise, murdered.
Which movie was Johnny Depp in? Was it Halloween or was it Freddy Krueger one?
I didn't even know he was in those ones.
Well, Brian.
He gets murdered like brutally. I just don't remember which movie it is.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Jeez.
He's in either the one with Freddy Krueger or he's in the Halloween movie. I don't remember which one.
I'm looking through his credits and I'm trying to figure out
What's the name of the Freddy Krueger one?
Friday the 13th.
That's Jason.
I thought that's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, but Anthony's.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger's Nightmare on Elm Street, right?
Yeah, Friday the 13th for sure Jason.
Okay. So then, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Brutally murdered.
Type in someone Google
Isn't it
Johnny
more
Depp.
than one though?
Someone just type in Johnny Depp
You're right.
Nightmare on Elm.
He made his debut in that movie.
Okay.
So yeah, it
And
was
which
Nightmare on
one?
Elm.
The original one?
The original Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, 1984.
Okay. I think he
I don't know. He was brutally murdered.
he specifically told this is when they're on to Freddy, like, yo, he murders people in your sleep. And he was specifically told by the main lady, do not fall asleep. We need to stay awake until the morning and do X thing. He puts loud headphones on and he lays in bed and he falls asleep and then he gets pulled to his bed and there's a bunch of blood everywhere.
Oh, we watched this together during our Halloween month. Yeah, I remember the scene now.
Okay.
And it was literally like anime style blood coming through the thing. Yeah,
Brutally murdered. Yeah.
I remember that.
So
'Cause I was
Freddy
wondering. I'm like,
Krueger
we
is
saw this.
Nightmare on Elm Street, and Jason is Friday the
13th.
13th,
Yeah.
and Michael Myers is Halloween.
Yes. That all checks out.
I feel like we're forgetting one big guy.
The
another-
Mummy.
You mean
Texas
the
Chainsaw
Scorpion King?
Massacre?
What?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I never saw that.
That's part of the horror.
I haven't either, but I actually
don't know
heard
about
it's
horror.
based on a true story.
That's why I didn't watch it as a kid. It was like based on a true story, and then in the trailer, like, yeah, he's walking around brutally murdering people with a chainsaw, and in my head, I'm like, if I watch it, he's gonna know. That's what I
not the
thought.
part. Okay. Remember my boy Bobby Anthony?
Yeah.
All right, so he's into all these different movies, and he explained to me about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The dude with the chainsaw isn't the part that bothers me. I mean, it's messed up, but that ain't the part that bothers me. Look, just listen.
Okay.
The part that bothers me is that the real terrifying thing is that the town is in on it. So it's a rural area, and it's like one of those areas where, like, if your car breaks down, you're screwed. But basically, I don't know if this is exactly how it happened in real life, but in the movie, what happens is people drive through this rural area, this like real small rural town, and a cop pulls them over. And for whatever reason, he ends up taking them in. And at that point is a wrap.
Yeah, you have
Because
nowhere to
the
go.
whole, huh?
Yeah, you have nowhere to go. If you were driven in there and you're surrounded by a town that's in on it, you're fucked.
But the thing about it is, like, the town isn't like they're not chasing you down, but they do stuff to prevent you from leaving. Basically helping, because there's a family, and that family is the one that's actually killing people, and the
Gotcha.
cop is part of the family. And they usually, I don't remember his name, but the dude who has the chainsaw, he's the one that they end up locking that person in a room with him. But it's like a room.
Chainsaw.
It's a room with one door, and that door leads like downstairs to a basement where he's at.
Jeez. This reminds me of like a not funny version of Hot Fuzz.
And supposedly they had one of those old houses where, like,
Secret animal rooms.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, I'm cool on watching that, right?
So they know how to navigate the house, but obviously we wouldn't know how.
Yeah, because
So basically, this is Resident Evil 7.
yeah, that's what it sounds like. After saying that, I'm like, oh, it sounds like Resident Evil. Because you go in there going, hey, where's the fuck's her dumbass name? Mia, where are you? Cuts my hand off. Mia, where are you? Why are you asking for Mia? She cut your fucking hand off. Bro.
This would be me. She cut off. I'm like,
Nah, put it back on. Getting the fuck out of there. Where's my fucking Civic?
Yeah, this is my yank.
Wait,
arm.
so was it like frame one? She cut his hand off, or
Wait,
did he have
it's
a
like-
chance to like see her attack and be like, okay, this chick is crazy. I'm out.
Yeah, she
I
had
think
a
her pupils go demon.
Yeah, she attacks in a way where it's like, we're not fucking anymore. Right? Like in that second, unless you're attracted to that kind of thing where like, oh, she fights, that turns me on. No, this is like murder intent actions towards you. And I'm at that point you shouldn't have been like, Mia, it's me. Like it's let me get the fuck out of here and never return again.
More like MIA, right?
Yeah. Instead of yeah.
So he could have left at any time.
don't
No,
know.
not really. Because I mean he parked 7 miles away from the fucking door, the house, and
7 miles?
Not literally. I'm
Not to
Oh,
scale.
oh.
yeah. But he parks quite a way. You walk towards their house, and I'm sure they take. But I'm sure they know you get there, and I'm sure like as you're walking towards the house, they took care of your car, right?
So if I understand this correctly, the story is like she goes missing and he goes to find her, right?
No, she takes a job watching some child that lives in that house,
Okay.
and then X amount of time passes, and then he's like, "Where are like what?" And then he goes to go get her because it gets like, why are like she hasn't
Without the
responded
authority.
without the authorities? Yeah, because why he is the authority, Randall. Why would he need
Oh,
anyone
he's a
else?
cop?
Well,
No, but
well,
when
there is a
in
cop in the game.
yeah, but that does
I'm just saying if there's a missing person, like, and you
it's
know where they're at, you send the authorities there. You don't go by yourself.
okay. But Randall, he has no evidence for them to go chase after him. Like all he knows is she's there. She's not dead. Like he's spoken to her. He's been talking to her, and then he goes over there. Like
Oh.
the cops aren't gonna set hey missing persons.
I
So
thought
where
you
is
meant
she?
like he was working there and then she was like missing. Like she never came back for like a certain amount of time. So that's why he went to go get her.
No, I think I don't remember the cutscene, the beginning of the cutscene, but I think she just says don't come get me or something. Like she's like stay the hell away from me or something.
What?
I don't remember that. That's 7, right? That's like years ago. I played it, laughed at it by the end of it, moved on. So I had to look up the opening cutscene again, but I'm pretty sure it was like a video of her going like fuck off or so. I don't remember. Right. The thing is, him getting there by himself is his dumbass mistake. Right. I got the hiccups thinking about this fucking game now. I don't know how to explain it to you, right? Because then 8 links it up in such a way where I'm like, what? It
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
it's weird.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Spoilers for 8. Like he's just clay. It's so weird. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Resident Evil hasn't gotten like it started off with hey, let's just do fucking viruses that turn people into flesh eating zombies to whatever the fuck it is now, right? It basically went the Fast and the Furious route. Yo, this is about cars and racing. Now we're doing heists. Now we're in space. What?
I hate when they do games where like well not games, but this I should say this franchise in particular, like all these years you've been known to play with like Claire, Chris, and I mean of course Leon, even though I'm not a fan of him. But my point is that you have Chris in the game and you can't play as him.
You
You
play as
you
him.
play as this no
Spoilers.
name.
Spoilers. You play as him.
Oh, you do play as him?
Literally the last chapter, like the end part,
Oh,
and that's it.
but he's not like. Is he important to the story?
Yes
The
and
story
no.
isn't really centered
Which
around him though.
character?
No, he's
Say Chris?
yeah, he's in it, and he helps you in some instances, but that's it has nothing to do with his lore, right? Like it's not
Yeah,
like oh
yeah,
Claire's
yeah.
in trouble. I'm here for because he's just doing a job, and you're part of that job, right?
His introduction into the game it makes me laugh every time. In
Oh,
the
the
newest one.
Oh,
yeah, that was crazy. Chris, no.
all right.
I'm sorry. If somebody did some junk like that to me, man. I'm not going to be like no, so and so. No, like he's getting full gamma charge.
Oh EX gamma charge using
With the
all of your
super
meter. Oh
yeah,
shit.
all three bars with
That's-
X Factor.
Oh, so you're in it for you're trying to one shot him.
Touch of death.
Oh, okay, that's insane. All right, boys, that's it for what we've eaten. Right, what we digested. Releases for the week. We got some heavy hitters starting, right? For games, we got the Life is Strange Remastered Collection coming out this week, and we have Dying Light 2 Stay Human coming out this week.
When does Lost Legacy drop?
Lost Legacy? That's out, Randall.
It is?
The remasters are out.
On PC.
Wait, let me hold on. It's out on consoles. So I'm
No,
right.
I know that. I'm talking about the one that's coming out to Steam on PC, the PC version.
Give me a sec. I'm looking it up now. It just says 2022. I don't know the exact date, but the console version's out, and I don't see a date here. So whenever it does come out, it'll be glorious. Movies this week. We have the Jackass movie, the fourth one. I think that's what it's called, Forever, and we have Moonfall, which is that like super action world catastrophic
Oh
one.
yeah, with Halle Berry in them.
Yeah,
In them.
and Nam.
Yeah, in
That's
them.
this week as well. For music, we got Bastille, dropping a new album, Give Me the Future, and Korn, which is a throwback name, so I had add it on here, called Requiem. So that's what we got releasing. Randall, what you got doing this week? Right, that's English.
I got a quick question for
Go for
Brian, for Brizzle.
Okay.
You plan on dropping any albums anytime soon?
I guess we'll figure it out together, huh?
The thing about Brian,
The reason I asked that because I reposted his track, and I'm like, I wonder if he's planning on doing an album.
the thing about Brian is, he's down for whatever, right? So
Whatever.
we'll see if that whatever is a project, right?
That was like when you say that, I picture him just like periodically like dropping tracks and be like, oh well, I think I got enough for an album, so let me just put these together and this is my album.
He's gonna stitch them together.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 105.8 Morning FM.
So you haven't even thought nothing. Like you haven't even thought about it. No words. Okay.
He's shrugging at you, man. You mean that's not in the timeline right now.
My goal is just to make sure I put something out, at least one thing a month. This is my goal.
You heard it here first. 12-track
Now,
EP.
whether they all
So
sound
12
similar,
tracks this year. Oh snap. So then you'll have a 12-track album at the end of the year.
I don't really want you to
No?
build that album. Just send him a Bandcamp link.
basically.
Randall's like, what's that mean? Don't worry, man. It's a porn
If
site.
I did an album, you know how they do meta like thematic things like Dawn FM's a radio station. It's also you being in limbo essentially. I would do my whole album as if it's just a reference track. So like my interludes would be like, okay, so then I come in with this, and then the song plays, and then it's just me. You know, like it's like storyboarding an album is how I would do it.
Like you're doing a Kenny Beats episode.
Essentially. So like reference tracks is like you make the song whenever you mumble like the lyrics or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's something that you would, I guess, sell to someone or try to pitch to someone to be on there. So it's essentially just a storyboard early access.
Mm-hmm.
My theme would be just I'm doing these songs are just me. The whole album's out, but the songs would be like as if I'm pitching it to someone.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Elevator pitch.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the name of your
like,
album.
In the middle of my song, you know how like Out of Time has the interlude. While it's fading, I'm like, so I'll just fade it out here, and then
Oh, you
say
like
and then we
verbally telling people
Yeah.
what you're doing?
yeah.
That's what we do, the fade, right? And then they'll go into this like hot track that starts with like a bump. Like as you're doing the vocal bump, the actual beat kicks in.
Yeah.
That's
We're
it.
already
the
running
premise
at
that I would do.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. I want to try to end this track on 3
Yeah,
minutes.
it's like right before the chorus comes in, I'm like, and then for the chorus I go, and then
I mean, that's original. No one has done that, man. So it might be a huge hit.
Well, now that 2 billion people are listening to his idea, it's gonna be done by the end of the week.
That just means he got over faster.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know if everything I release will
Be
sound cohesive.
Yeah.
But again, that also fits for the theme. So maybe on the last month, I just won't release a song and just put out a whole album with the 12th song. I don't know. We'll find out together.
It's fucking funny. So Randall,
Hmm?
what are you doing this week?
More of the same. Work, gym.
Ass play.
No.
I'm gonna keep it up. Yeah,
All right.
okay.
And that's it. No games. I don't think I'm watching any movies either. You said that Moon movie comes out this weekend.
Yeah, but I think they're pushing for theater.
Oh crap!
I think I hadn't checked to see if it's a
Moon?
Moonfall.
The hell is that?
When are we gonna watch Eternals?
Oh, I still gotta do that.
I've already told you when.
Bryant.
I mean, you guys give me a date, and then I'll try not to be tired. I usually get up in the weekends. I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything.
Living,
I don't.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty extreme.
Oh,
Damn, Brian! You said Brian with the pre-fire caught in 4K.
diably hate to see it.
Damn, that's how you know Brian Randall's been playing Tekken. That fucking bait. That's insane. All right
I've been
then.
doing some sick ass resets with Paris also.
Oof, the
So I'm
community
not
main.
playing her anymore.
All right, Brian, what you doing this week?
Alright, so this week, boom, right? Tomorrow, nothing. On stream.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? You just
What I
gonna
do
go home and
is no one's business, right?
uh-huh.
Then Wednesday,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
we're gonna do some.
Brian, we
So
know
then
what
on-
we're doing.
So then on Thursday, also probably not gonna do anything on Friday. And the characters for Rivals of Ether come out February 3rd, but since I don't, as of right now, I don't stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm gonna wait and play on Friday because a friend of mine, person did the art. The person that comes in the chat, Alan, or he goes by the
Military.
Tech. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he's
but
not.
that
He
was-
switched names now. Now he's the 13th technician.
Okay.
That's his main game, and the characters are coming out, so I gotta play it. Not got to like I'm forced, but I'm excited to play it because there's new characters. I like the game,
Okay.
and since the game lets you make custom palettes, and I have a color for every character, they just
Uh-huh.
give me 4 other costumes I can make.
That's wild.
You know,
What's with the shoulder shrug? What are you doing? Oh,
You know.
Okay.
And then the weekend, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Sounds like a
I want
plan.
to try to watch the movie this week.
All day.
What?
You heard me?
Heard what you said.
I heard you, but I didn't understand what you said.
I said what day? What space day?
Oh, weekend. That's up to Anthony. He's the one with the presidential schedule.
I'm a man. I live my life with what's important in life. Time. All right. Time. Track 4. Sacrifice. It's all about time. Mo. Anyway, speaking of my time, tomorrow we got.
Hey, Anthony,
What's up?
what are you doing?
How much time
Nobody
we got?
needed to hear that, right?
What, a dog barking?
That was you burping. Okay. Tomorrow
My
we
dog
got
is walking.
myself playing Ion Fury. I think I'm reaching the end of the game, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna do a chapter check, I guess, online to see. But that, if I finish it early, like if I'm on the last mission, then we'll find something else to play in the meantime. But I'll probably finish that tomorrow. Wednesday, me and Brian are gonna be on stream doing Bro Op, continuing the playthrough of Nobody Saves the World. Thursday, I gotta go with Janiana to see what she wants to play because we were here together last week. So review for that's coming up next week. And then Friday, nothing. And we'll be back on Monday for the next episode of this podcast. And that has been this podcast. Thank you all for listening, watching, both, neither, just playing it in the background because everyone does that. Yeah, we'll be back next week with more shenanigans. We actually almost did a full 3 hours this time. We've been doing shorter ones, and then we started bullshitting about Sully. Fan casting Sully.
That's pretty hurtful.
What's up? Who they picked for Sully?
I mean, no one. We said some good names, but no. So the guy up here,
When you get
Oh, here we go.
the guy up there, right?
I got him.
Okay, that's the title of this episode. Is the guy up there? Okay, and everyone's gonna think it's a religious episode.
Not necessarily.
Yes, they will. Bet. Anyway, that's it. This has been the ADLR Podcast. Bye.